What up, y'all? What's poppin'? Killer D. I got your ass again. Goddamn Wiz Fighter General, motherfucker. We about to fuck these niggas up tonight. Goddamn. I told y'all, I know what the fuck I be talking about. For real. I know what the hell I be talking about when I be talking to you. Now they saying it themselves. They knew it the whole time too. Now I'm just behind the screen and I saw that shit clear as day. Man, I gotta show y'all niggas tonight. I had to do this one. I don't even feel like this, but I had to do this one. I had to get this one out there. Yo. Yeah, and I was just talking about the shit today. And lo and behold, but this is a catch. I'm gonna tell y'all the catch. I'm not sure on it. Like I said, you know what the fuck I be talking about, but I don't know anyway. Anyway, though, right? Damn. Wait till I show y'all what. Man, shit. Everything I was saying. Right? I know these brothers is holding some of this shit back, too. Right? Shout out to Harkin Bay. Shout out to Imam Bashir for keeping it funky. Right? But at least one of them I know or maybe, I don't know. Maybe they ain't keeping it funky. But I don't know. We're going to discuss it tonight. I'm going to open up the panel. Anybody want to come on and talk about it? Y'all come on and talk about it. See, ain't nobody watching my punk ass. But I invite Tark Bay niggas to come up on here. Awesome. So yeah, man. Goddamn. Good googly muggy. I can't believe this shit, man. And go right down the line. The bullshit go right down the line. I've done videos on this before. Yeah, 1 or 2 years. How long I've been up on this motherfucker? 2, 3 years, going on 3 years or something like that, baby. And man, shit. Wait till y'all see this shit. All right, let me start this motherfucker. Shout out to Josh. I just see he put up a video. I wish I saw that. I would watch the video before I started the stream. Damn. Shout out to Josh. Shit, nigga. Sure y'all go over there. Subscribe to Josh. Yeah, let me go hit this intro, hit y'all with this intro. I'll be right back, y'all. Let's get it.
Satan, the devil ever referred to? Man's inhumanity is portrayed on the screen so vividly that you think this man showed no mercy in the pursuit and interrogation of his victims. He was called the Witch-Finder
Y'all get your hands locked, spin away like a prison. Intelligence agencies trace you. Seeing what I did lately, amazing. They not seeing all the shit grateful. Blaming pins and jobs, get rocked. Now the tops go fly. Fighting up. Get I'm so nice and nice. Fuck y'all clothes. Cop some shop rolls. Catch info like a stroll. Filling holes, so grab a switch. I'm gonna scold my fools cause they snitch. If they can't do with me, I'ma do with them. That chopped off head was still spit. They burn witches and they said, you can't lie, you can't die. I know what y'all said. Just as best we can for eternity. I don't see it that way. I paved the road clear as what you said, y'all. But you won't gonna leave people dead. Claim God know you. Watch your desires overthrow you. Man fall down, man go boom. Mask wearing like doom. All caps like y'all yelling. That's a rap. Might as well be fellas. Y'all words for letters. On YouTube, acting precious. Mr. Nexus, feel the sun from the solar plexus. Take the breakfast and find all those devices that detect us. Yo, show respect, cuz.
What kind of business, my dear? God's business. Witch finding. Witch finding. Oh, that's
long for that nigga buzz. Or some love. Watch the general pull plugs. Internet warriors caught up in dark corridors. Fiction like Mordor. Should have stayed on the floor. Y'all know no origins. Laughing orphans, even though we got royal blood coursing. No more horsing. Real life's more important. Y'all sweeping hurt on yourself. Claiming y'all and no one else. Blast you off the shelf. Burn your whole library. See you do it. Look, y'all claim to learn. Reading from the Jewish books. Y'all some cookie crooks. Live caught up with a hook. Spooky beats drive me wild. Get stabbed. A knife Old style, used to be killed out the line, and I did it with a smile. Fake roots, smell vile, rock like Hendrix at the aisle. After a while, see gypsies on the trial. Yeah, you, the one claiming proof. Unglued and unglued, they expose their actions fully. Yeah, I'm the bully, but that's fine. This is how you get bullied straight from the mind. Burning them. We cats out there, all you have faith, y'all have faith. They claim they read all this, they know all this. Claiming they speak language, speak curses.
Be the first to see it. Be the first to talk about it. The Wix Finder General.
All right, back at your behind again. Pick my volume up here. I don't know why. I still haven't figured out that problem. Oh, it drops so low. I don't understand why it does that. That's weird. All right. Back to y'all. All right. Check this shit out, y'all. Links in the chat. Anybody want to come up on here? Oh man. Y'all saw the image. I'm gonna put it up on the screen. Shout out to Alan Lee. All right, let me get this picture. Okay, do it like this. There's my fixed picture right there. There we go. Make it smaller here. Put it on the screen so y'all can see it. All right, let me close a couple of them. All right. My bad, I put the wrong starting time in here in the beginning. All right, check this out. What we got here? All right, this is what I was talking about this morning. You see that? You see the names, right? You see who that is. You see who that is with him. Y'all see his name with Doctor in front of it. Doctor. I want to know where Saneter received his doctorate from. Does he got the same doctorate? The diploma and shit is Dr. Ali Muhammad. Y'all don't remember that? That nigga faked his college diploma and shit. From Temple University and shit. That nigga faked his diploma. But I got a show on that somewhere on my channel. But we back at this nigga and shit. Right? I've been telling y'all the whole time. This nigga don't give a fuck about you niggas. He tell y'all, just like Star from Star Report. He tell, I ain't your nigga. And no, we not brothers. We are not brothers. He tell you in a minute. Right? But out here doing that Harlem hustle since the goddamn son been born. Not his son, the son. Out here hustling y'all niggas and shit. And y'all see it right there. Doctor. So I can imagine during this time what he was going around telling motherfuckers. Just like he going around telling y'all motherfuckers today. But oh no, there's more besides Killer B now. Killer B been on this shit. But like I said, there's a catch. There's a catch to what I'm going to show y'all and what I'm going to present to y'all tonight. There's a catch. Right? Killer B ain't slow. Know what I mean? So, what we got here is his past associates telling what was really going on behind the scenes. And telling what it was like interacting with this man. Right? And some of the things that was said, I can relate to because I witnessed it myself. I told y'all a lot of shit. right? We gonna go back. Y'all gonna hear the same shit that will come out of my mouth. What these niggas are saying. And it's about time, like, you know what I'm saying? These niggas got a bigger platform. They say that shit. Niggas actually see it. My little old ass and shit, right? I've been following this nigga since he started. I remember the old channel that he took now. And I kind of think about it. I don't believe it was terminated. He took that channel down. If I'm not mistaken. Could be mistaken. Right? And if it was up, it would have shown a lot of things, right, that people could reference and turn it up to today. And shit won't look right. So it might have been cause why it was taken down. If I believe it was taken down, I don't believe it was terminated. So a lot of shit was on that in the comments and all that shit. There was a lot of shit going on. A lot of motherfuckers that are big on YouTube today was up in them chats with me. I told y'all gotta check out my guy old ass videos. Y'all see my Saneter video? I smoked his ass, him and Polite, and now you're gonna hear the same shit come from these niggas. And we're gonna talk about that police brutality case with Brother Polite. And make sure my volume up. Keep checking that. Right? So we're gonna hit it from every angle. We're gonna be hitting them. Right? But there's a catch. Right? So y'all see that? Y'all just getting up in here. That's Saneter back in the day. Known as Dr. Salik Quran. Doctor. We want to know, we want to ask Saneter, where did he receive his doctorate? I don't believe he's an MD. I believe he's trying to present to the people that he's a PhD. Now, back on board here. 5 people over the room. All right, I feel a little bit better now. Shout out to all my supporters. Sister P, Brainstorm, Homeschool Academy. Shout out to Neggy Springfield, Siberia's the Sleeping Serpent, and Josh. Shout out to all of them for supporting the channel. You too could get added to the list. You send Old Killer B a donation. You know what I'm saying? To help further this work. Cash App, $ Coke Buster. All right, now we done got that out the way. Let's we gonna hear some shit. We're gonna hear some shit tonight, and y'all niggas gonna be like, God damn. And it's a Killer B, you been hating, no good, coon ass nigga. You so no good, coon ass nigga. Right? So without further ado, shout out to Tarka Bay. But there's a catch. I'm going to get into that catch in a little bit. Right? We got to hear the information first. We got to hear the motherfucking information first. What the fuck kind of shit is this? The number going down. Oh, I see. Hold on, let me get me a spot, right? What the fuck? Oh, okay. Right there. I think what I need. See if I got my spot right.
Identities, you know, but once again, at first, this one right here, I'm glad you brought that up. This one is one of the first, if not the first, calculation that he had compiled with all of us there. So all of us that's in that.
That's where I'm supposed to be at, right here. I'll back it up a little bit. What the fuck I don't do now? What the fuck you don't do? That bitch ain't playing. The whole ass nigga. Why this shit ain't playing?
This core group of people that were, you know, out to speak and bringing a message. And by the way, yes, majority of the people that came to Saneter TV already had a life prior to coming to Saneter TV.
Hold on one second.
The Ahmadiyya Muslim community had already trained me, and I was already, you know, doing Jumu'ah on Friday.
All right. This is Parker Bay. Got to Parker Bay up on here. Hold on. Let me put my thing up. Oh, all right, got it. Okay. All right, y'all come on up in this motherfucker. Start on what happened now. And Imam Bashir here. Listen what Mr. Imam Bashir got to say. And I'm very how could I put this? Because I've heard something. I like to say thanks to Tarka Bay is a cool dude. He let me on his platform. He ran all around my shit, but he's a polite dude. Know what I mean? He know how to have a guest over there. He didn't make me feel like, you know what I'm saying, we can get you nigga or no bullshit like that. You know what I'm saying? He got a good platform there. I don't get to watch him a lot, but when I tune in, it's entertaining, right? He's a good guy. Like he got a good spirit on him and shit. Like sees me on the show. But I want to play a little bit before I say it. I want to see him. I want y'all to see him in action. But like I said, Parker Bay, cool dude. He's one of the best hosts that on platforms I've been on. He makes people feel at home. He got a tough comment board and shit. Got to talk a lot of shit. Some other niggas that be on there talk a lot of shit. But I can say he a cool dude. He know how to handle that shit. He a cool dude. So shout out to Hawker Bay. Shout out to brother Bashir. Right? Imam Bashir, the baby face Imam. He was one of the originals on Saneter, right? Let's check this out. Let's see what he got to say.
At the masjid in our community, before I stepped.
He said something about these people that were on there had lives before Saneter Studios. Now, I would like to say that's something that cult leaders like to use. We hear Mr. Nasty says this shit all the time. When you leave the group, you go crazy and your life fall apart. You ain't doing nothing and shit like that. All the niggas I know left the cult and shit, they doing great. Or at least better than what they was before. You know what I'm saying? So that's a tactic that they like to use to tell the people and stuff. Well, that nigga ain't doing nothing. He wasn't nothing before he came with us. He got on with us. Right? Let's go.
On to Saneter platform. So that is the case with 99% of the people that come. You know, so that's one thing. So he likes to take, just like you showed with Polite with the videos, and we're gonna get into that too. I'm gonna get into that, where you know they're using other people's work to make it as if this is their creation. They're stealing identity. You know, and
what I was just saying earlier on the show I did earlier today. Those niggas be what? Or maybe I said that on Doe's channel. Shout out to French Doe. Man, I was on his platform today. Shout out to him. And we was talking about the same thing today. It is funny that this video came out, right? Let's go.
But once again, at first, this one right here, I'm glad you brought that up. This one is one of the first, if not the first, compilation that he had compiled with all of us there. So all of us that's in that, Dr. Ali Muhammad as well, forgot him. Even Lord Abba, yes. I forget the brother, but that's the sister I was.
Oh, we about to smoke Dr. Ali Muhammad. We about to smoke the Ali Muhammad pack and shit in a little bit. We about to get on that nigga and shit. It's some more bullshit, right? Got to do that more shit, right? We can get on that in a little bit. But not a little bit, but maybe in the next video, maybe. All right, let's go.
I'm talking about that directly right under Saneter. I forget her name. I see her face. It will come to me, but forgive me. But let me just jump into this. So if you know brother Tahuti, who is on the looking at the screen, the left side with the hat on, with this it looks like, yeah, right there, brother Tahuti. I'm gonna just jump a little bit and get to this brother. And let me tell you how slimy this thing is. Now, mind you, that at first when I came into Saneter, it took me a couple of years to figure out what was really happening because you have a life outside of Saneter TV. You know, we're out doing dawa or, you know, what we call tabligh or going in the street in our community. Like you see ISUPK doing, but many communities do that, and our community would do that. So I was caught up in my community first and foremost, and Saneter was like a secondary thing. But Tahuti was doing his thing. Then it became a point, and I think this was like 2013, 2014, around there, where
maybe a little earlier than that. Maybe a little earlier than that. This is before Sakari with Al-Azhar. This is before all that shit was started with Sakari. This is when he was still in GMS or in the process of getting kicked out of GMS. This is when it is. This is before, like, he cut his ties with GMS.
Tahuti got into a very financial crisis. Now think about this: a financial crisis. And Saneter is you know, claiming to be, you know, like a best of friend to him as well as polite. And it was this image, and I thought that was a cool image. But what essentially ended up happening before Tahuti's demise, not his death, but the demise of his financial situation and when his life started to go really downhill. With Saneter,
what up, Myron? You come on up in here. Links in the chat.
And polite is have accountability and responsibility for this man doing football numbers in prison to this day.
You know what, Shami? I was gonna say even that earlier, like 2008, because I wasn't in Torah Nights then. I was gonna say too, but I stuck around 2012 and shit. But yeah, you right. That shit like 2008. You right. This is the old channel. This is the old House Consciousness channel. Or whatever the fuck the shit was called, Saneter TV or Black News. It might have been Black News 104. I think it might have used to be called, and not 102. I don't know. Some shit like that. But it was Black News. It was Black News back then. Black News, that's what it was called. What up, Myron?
Hey, what's going on, brother? How you doing, Killer B?
Chilling.
Yeah, man. I'm just, hey, man. I'm just listening right now, bro. I'm listening to the education right now from your channel, brother. I don't know too much about Saneter. I listen to him, you know, sometimes every now and then, especially when he have them Israelites on there. You feel me?
Yep.
Yeah. So, you know, yeah, but go ahead, brother.
I'm staying out some heads tonight, right? At least I got some help. Now, like I said, there's a catch. I'm gonna play to y'all a little bit. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all. That's it.
football numbers in prison to this day. Polite.
National Tahuti's the dude on the left side with the hat on the left side of the screen, the first guy on the left, right? Okay. He was the original Saneter guy, like dude that he be having on his show, right? He used to do all the big like debates. He debated the big Muslim Nation of Islam dude, Wesley Muhammad. He debated him like good debates, not this bullshit they be doing now, right? It was nigga debates, like it wasn't like a real debate, but it was a nigga debate, but it was dope. Like motherfuckers watched that shit. Like it was cool. A lot of information got put out, right? And then Polite came around. And then National Tahuti did a video going at Saneter, talking about Polite. How you disrespected me, like I'm your man, you got this nigga and shit taking over and shit, you don't put me on the back burner and all this shit was going in. And what mysteriously happened is that there was a West Coast House of Consciousness that started, right? So I think the thing was Black News, whatever number, right? 102 or whatever, right? And then they made the House of Consciousness. They made a thing called the House of Consciousness. In National Tahuti, what was strange, it was like a week, maybe 2 weeks after that video that National Tahuti did. That video is still on YouTube somewhere. I've seen it not too long ago. I played it on my channel. You can watch it. I couldn't even tell y'all what video. But they had put National Tahuti in charge of the West Coast House of Consciousness. And he went to Seattle and said, I'm coming on home. I'll be back soon and shit, right? And next thing you know, a few days later, a day or whatever later, this nigga get bagged in Pennsylvania and shit with a whole bunch of fucking dope with fentanyl in it. Like ounces of dope. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, well, goddamn. This nigga set this nigga up. This nigga lined this motherfucker up and shit. How the fuck you get caught with all that shit? And it was weird. They said that nobody was caught in the room but him. And he got locked up. When he got locked up, he sold, you know, niggas get packages and shit in jail. Like, you know what I mean? Get sent up in there like some weed, you know what I'm saying? Some dope, whatever. He had some dope, but it had fentanyl in it. And he gave some to one of them niggas up in jail. He sold some. Right? And the nigga died or some shit. I think it was 2 niggas died. Like, he gave it like 2 or 3 niggas he gave it to. And the motherfuckers got, one died, one got fucked up. Some shit happened. I forgot. Y'all can go look up the story and shit. We can play his name in here. Nate Howard, I think his name is. Y'all can look it up. You can look up Pennsylvania, Nate Howard or some shit. The shit will come up. It's on the internet. Right? And this nigga got like 60 years, nigga. This nigga got bagged, got 60 motherfucking years. Not just for the motherfucking, for the drugs and shit, but the nigga killed some nigga up in the jail with the drugs. And I'm just trying to figure out how this nigga killed them niggas so quick. And how did he get those drugs? Maybe those drugs wasn't his, because he had drugs in his ass or wherever. I don't know where it was, shit, but he got it in there. And I don't think it was enough time for him to get a visit or some shit or some bullshit to get a hold of that shit in there. Like, they run up in your shit and you already got some fucking dope, like, stashed up somewhere up in your body and be able to get it in the jail. Like, this nigga not in prison yet, he in jail. And I don't think they let you have no contact visits, but like maybe you knew somebody out there or some shit. But whatever, the people that was with him wasn't in the room when they ran up in there. So that shit weird as fuck, right? And they did like a couple videos. Oh, National Tahuti, our brother, you know how the white man is to set us up. When we black power and shit, they set us up and all the shit. The people's like, yeah, the white man set him up and shit. We like, nah, nigga, this nigga got bagged, nigga. This nigga caught bodies in that motherfucker.
Right.
Locked the fuck up. And they did a little fundraiser thing for his daughter or something like that, right? And then like maybe 2-3 shows later, you ain't hear nothing else about that this shit. He had him up on there speaking from jail maybe twice. And we ain't heard nothing from that nigga. That nigga got, don't say you can call from jail, you get video calls and all that shit. This nigga can have that nigga on the House of Conscience on a video call. From jail, like kicking some of that black power knowledge. Sekhmet and all that shit. That was his nickname, Sekhmet, something Sekhmet or some shit. You know what I'm saying? And we can hear the story from Bashir, right? How this shit went. Let's check this out.
All right.
Tahuti has self-accountability as well, no question about it. But I'm telling you, Saneter and Polite have played a great part in this man's demise that they call his friend, that they call family. You see that there, house of conscious family. And this is, you know, what we really thought. That, okay, we are brothers and sisters that are coming together. And for a little while, we did move as a type of family. But Tahuti, and I do have the receipts, but right now my nephews are in my office slash studio. They doing a little music thing and all of that. Came over today. Yes, there we go. Our brother Nathan Howard, wearing that prison uniform in real time, has been down for some years now. But one of the main reasons they're down because these frauds, these charlatans, and I'm not calling names, I'm just calling it what it is, sell this brother under the auspices that that was his brother. They were brothers. Now let's just get this story. So Tahuti was saying, look, I'm hurt. He had just got out of jail for some things that he did, and he went back to Saneter TV. There was an interview that Saneter did with him where Tahuti made the claim that he just was working and was doing some drug counseling for some months. Because I think he had to.
You hear this shit? Drug counseling? That nigga doing drug counseling and shit. Yo, nigga, shit, I got these. Yeah, I got these joints here. I'm trying to get off, my nigga. You know anybody?
Do like a 8-month bid or maybe a 12-month bid, and
but this is crazy though. This is supposed to be black power. Look at Nefertiti and fucking all this shit. The Maat thing. And he's sitting up in there. He's up in there. Black power, nigga. It's the black woman God, because he was the dude that was saying the black woman is God. He was the first nigga saying that.
jail. So when he came home, he was like, I have to get myself together. And I was talking to Tahuti, and he then, you know, and time went on and he moved to California. Now, Polite wasn't living in California at the time, but he was going to visit California to do what he do. And Tahuti, Polite, and myself, we had conversations in regards to trying to get Master Tahuti to get some money, because without money, you know, you can't survive, you can't pay rent. So Tahuti ended up finding, linking up with a girl out there that became his girlfriend, whatever. He had bills to pay. So I seen him acting polite, who was showing the money, flashing the money.
You know what's great? Myron?
Yeah.
Alizar, right?
Uh-huh.
Alizar, this is the time when Alizar, I said this earlier, Alizar didn't start up Sakari yet. This is when he was just transitioning out of GMS, right? And he was put out of GMS. Do you know why he was put out of GMS?
No, bro, go ahead.
He was selling heroin and got caught.
No. Hold.
Like that.
Bruh, you talking about Gorilla Hebrew Alizar, bruh?
Nigga. Alizar bin Laden.
Well, damn.
And he came out and he said that this is in the chats and shit. This is when me and Alizar used to be in the chats. I know Alizar before all that shit. Before tour nights, all of that. I know Alizar. So he said he flushed the rest of the dope he had down the drain and shit, and he tried to get back in GMS, and they wouldn't let his ass back in. They're like, nah, nigga, you all set over here. We looking for somebody a little bit more polished.
Wait a minute, Killer B. So by Alizar leaving GMS ain't had nothing to do with Tahar. As far as, you know, as far as doctrines and things like that.
Nah.
This is about dope.
Yeah.
What damn?
Yeah. You didn't know that shit?
No, bro.
That's old news, nigga.
Man, bro, update me, brother.
That shit over a decade, niggas.
Damn.
That shit like a decade. Alizar was just coming in the truth then. He had a gang, he had a rap group. He was a rapper.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know about that little red, white, and blue gang he was in. I know that was their colors. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the Haitian colors. The gang thing was green on the website though. If you
okay,
like, it might be still up. That website might be still up. If you go on it, you will see how they talking about, oh, I'm with the Most High and all this shit, but then talk about like, yeah, I'm getting all the pussy out here and fucking all this other shit, like the ratchet, like shit that he ain't supposed to be talking about. And even got the chicks on there talking about the Most High or whatever, right? And up there look like hoes and shit. That shit crazy. So
I know I heard a video the other day. He said that he been quote unquote he been in the truth for 13 years.
That's probably about what? He wasn't in Scar didn't start up when Tour Nights was around. Scar got started up after Tour Nights, like a little after, not long after. So what? It's like basically 2022 now. So what? That was 10 years right there. And I'll say I'll give him a year or two in GMS. So yeah, that's about right. That's about right. That's about right.
So he started his camp
out here
after he got caught with that dope.
Mm-hmm.
What damn?
You know what I mean? He believed in it, but you know, he's still doing his shit. Because you know, like I said, internet Israelites got different lives than regular real Israelites.
Correct.
Not real ones, but real cult Israelites and shit. You know what I'm saying? So these niggas on the internet go out and do whatever the fuck they do, normally do. These niggas is eating bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches. These niggas is fucking doing all types of shit. Niggas motherfucking shooting dope and fucking all types of shit, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Who watching them?
Nobody.
That shit with their people. They kick that shit with their friends and shit. Their friends don't give a fuck about that shit, even know what the shit that shit is. Because them niggas wasn't on the other side of the country and shit like that, and all through the United States back then. There wasn't no camps like you see now. There was no Israelite camps where you live at back then. Except GMS. Maybe a Yahweh ben Yahweh motherfucker. But you know, they don't be out in the street like that and shit. Like the motherfuckers is hidden somewhere. You ain't gonna go to a motherfucking Atlanta or a motherfucking Oklahoma or Virginia or South Carolina and shit and see no goddamn Israelites. Not back then. But they wasn't even on the internet like that. The only niggas that was on the internet was Tahar. Tahar and GOCC. The Comforters group, they wasn't even on the internet like that. They had like a website or some shit, but them niggas wasn't pumping out videos. GMS was pumping out videos since 2008. Strong. Like strong. Like you could go on there and watch a goddamn 100 GMS videos with no problems and got more to watch after that. You couldn't do that with fucking them niggas like the Comforter shit. ISUPK wasn't even in existence. I don't even think they was even around then. They might have started right at that time. They started back up, 2008. Them niggas ain't been around. Like they acting like they the old school and shit.
Yeah.
Know what I mean? Like them niggas, even Tahar said that shit. He said Yohana was a dope fiend. He said that nigga was out there fucking nodding and shit. And he see him on the internet and now they want to do it. He gonna start the camp back up. Because he found out I can make some money off of this shit. Look at Tahar, this nigga up on YouTube. This nigga Tahar had a fucking camp in like every state. But like 2010, Tahar had like fucking every state almost covered. That nigga was in Jamaica, in the UK, Holland and shit. You think them niggas wasn't going out there to get that money? You think them niggas ain't going to get that money? Shit. You used to be a Hebrew Israelite. Not you, but just saying. You used to be a Hebrew Israelite. The school done got all fucked up. Yahushua didn't come back in 2000. You're not even really thinking about that shit no more. You're going out about your fucking business. About your regular life. You done told your job and shit, and you're going to come back and kill them, and we gonna rape your kids and shit. You know what I'm saying? At 2000 January 1st, you look stupid. You want your job back.
Man.
So niggas went back to their old lives. And then they're like, oh shit, Tahar's still out here. Tahar got these niggas in. Goddamn, this nigga got a camp in motherfucking Seattle. This nigga got a camp in goddamn Niagara Falls, nigga. This nigga got a camp in South Carolina, North Carolina, and Virginia. And he would set these niggas up. This teach, make videos, nigga. Make sure I see you making these videos if you about the truth and sending your tights money, nigga. Tahar P.O. Box is still here in Connecticut from when the school was here in Connecticut. The P.O. Box is the same where you send your ties in. And you said blank money orders with your tights. So you don't know where the money going, to who it going to, or nothing. Very secretive. And now we're going to see this play out again. I keep telling niggas this is the old Harlem hustle. Let's listen to this.
You know, listen, can I get a hookup to get some money, borrow something, and I'll pay you back? And Palaco said, no, I'm not going to do it.
Niggas know better than that shit.
Then he was like, okay, well, if you can't do that, can you at least do a debate with me, and so I can make some money there? And I said,
that shit about to come out my mouth. He stayed a fly nigga. That nigga stayed fly. But as we see here, he's broke. But I was saying this back in the boy. I was like, yo, that nigga sell dope. You can look at a nigga that sell dope.
Oh, yeah.
Know what I'm saying? I like that nigga sell that shit, motherfucker. Know what I'm saying? He in Harlem too and shit. And that nigga showing that shit in the camera. I'm like, yeah, that nigga a D-boy. That nigga out there getting it and shit. Or he portrayed to be and shit. Like, look, that shit costs bread, nigga. Ain't no regular nigga getting that shit.
You know, but like, you should definitely do that. You should do the debate.
Like, niggas today, like young kids today dress like that and shit. But niggas his age wasn't dressing like that and shit. You don't see Saneter wearing no shit like that. So who the old nigga and shit? You know what I'm saying? So that nigga like
with the brother, help him put him on the ticket, help him get, you know, a couple of grand, and boom, there you go.
You mean help him get a couple of grams? That what he really meant to say and shit, but he was on the goddamn screen and shit. That nigga could say it like he wanted to and shit. But you know that nigga was like, well, let me get a couple of grams. Let me get somebody so I get me a couple of grams, nigga. And I
Hey, Killer B, I'm gonna jump off right quick. I'm coming right back in.
All right, no doubt.
All right.
You know that nigga's like, let me get some bread, nigga. Let me hold some bread, nigga, so I can get me a couple grams and shit. I know I got this mean plug, nigga.
So people get information, he gets some money, and he can vend some stuff, you know, and he'll be able to take care of his family for a little minute and settle down. And they refused to actually help that man before he, you know, got caught up into, you know, a drug scandal. So, you know, and I don't want to say too much because, you know, the internet gives records, but he allegedly went into the drug game, and then, you know, he got busted by the police with the fentanyl thing, etc. But my thing is that you talking this black power, black unity, this one guy, you know, and, you know, we need to stay away from.
How many videos I done did? Way back in the day, saying that same shit. And that's what I was saying. Oh, let me add this. I wish Myron's back up on me. I hope he's still listening though. Right? When it went down, he was had Alizar in Miami as well. Yup. Yo, what up, Ratchet Craig? I'll come on up in here. Shit. Come on in here and talk some shit. When this went down, guess who spoke on it? Niggas was saying, oh my God, the government and shit. I was like, fuck National Tahuti. That nigga was out here to sell that shit to the people. He talking this black power. I said, what about your black power niggas now? I was talking big shit in the motherfucking chat, right? Talking big shit. And here come Alizar, right? Here come Alizar. See, only two niggas in the room and shit. The other motherfuckers is nosy and shit, right? Y'all, those two motherfuckers, y'all with me and shit. Make sure they hit the goddamn like button, right? So shit, it might be these niggas watching. Right? So guess who gonna run his mouth up in the National Tahuti? I was the first person he called. Damn, I hope Myron listening to shit. He was like, I was the first person he called. What the fuck this nigga calling this nigga for? What the fuck was actually calling this cracker? It's a light skin thing going on or something, right? But Alizar, this is the time Alizar got out of jail selling that dope. National Tahuti, yeah, they do that. Yup. James Clark, what up? Right? So the now, like I said before, Alizar got busted with that dope. Now he went to Seattle. Now, all right, Myron's back. That shit. Saying he have to go back. What up, Myron?
Yeah. Hey, bro. Hey, say that again. What you just saying a few minutes ago, bro.
So when the shit went down, when the nigga got busted, right? The chat going crazy and shit. You know, so I haven't made a show about it and shit, right? So I'm in the comment board talking big shit. I said, look at your black power leaders now, right? I was talking my shit. Guess who's gonna come pop up in the chat? Motherfucking Alizar. You know what Alizar gonna say? Well, you know, we shouldn't say nothing unless we know the whole of the matter. You know how the Hebrew Israelites talk and shit. You're supposed to know the whole of the matter and shit, right? Yeah, peace, James. So I'm like, he says, I was the first person National Tahuti called when he got locked up. And I'm like, the fuck he called this nigga for? Like, who is this nigga? Alizar at that time was just appearing on Saneter. Now, National Tahuti, Alizar was in Seattle. National Tahuti was in Seattle. And they had the video that they had, the West Coast House of Consciousness, they was at like a round table. It was like, they had like some gang members and shit, like sitting at the table, they talking about how they could help the community and all that bullshit, right? And he said, yeah, I'm going home and shit, like tomorrow or soon or some shit like that, right? So, day or two later, you hear about this nigga getting back. So, if he called Alizar has something to do with that motherfucking dope. Getting him that motherfucking dope. Now, Alizar, how the fuck he get hooked up with Saneter like that? He was in GMS, but he was in GMS Seattle. GMS Seattle was a big camp. It was one of the Jahar's biggest camps and shit, bigger camp. So the great natural Niagara Falls is a big one too. But so I'm like, I put 1 and 2 together. I'm like, goddamn, this nigga set this nigga up. Saneter got not Sakari and shit to line this nigga up to get bad, get him out the motherfucking way. Because National Tahuti was talking shit like a week before that West Coast House of Consciousness video came out. He was talking mad shit. Like, yo, why you put Polite over me and shit? You doing me wrong and shit. You supposed to be my mans and all this. You leaving me on the back burner and all this shit. And then this happened to him. Maybe the nigga wasn't a dope boy before. He didn't sort of dress like one, but I know a lot of niggas be dressing like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Portray themselves, niggas broke niggas. But they look good. You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas out here like that. And shit, they look good, but they broke. Got $200 sneakers and $2 in their pocket.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So maybe they think like that. This nigga ain't shit like this nigga food. And just line that nigga up and get that nigga out the way. Because the people he with wasn't in the room. Who the fuck was he with? Who he go out there with? He must have went out there with some of the House of Consciousness niggas. Who was the other people that was in that room that wasn't in that room when they raided them motherfuckers? If the cops watching you, they catching all y'all niggas up in that motherfucker.
That's right.
Or at least they snatching y'all niggas like a something out the room or wherever y'all went at the same motherfucking time. And the other thing is like how he get the heroin in there. Whether it was brought in so fast, maybe he brought it in there, or did he take that dope that he got caught with and had some of that shit in his ass or swallow that shit or what? I don't know. But I find that shit very motherfucking strange. Right? This is allegedly. Hold on. You still hearing me, man?
Yeah, man, I'm listening, bro. I'm taking all this in, bro.
Yeah, so like this shit crazy. Cause like I was like, goddamn, like, I don't know for sure, but like a hood, like how the hood put shit together, put one and two together, like, you know what I'm saying? That shit look ass strange, like questionable. Questionable. And then all of a sudden, Alizar, he get the award, he get the motherfucking, I forgot what award he got. Like MVP or some shit. And the Saneter Awards. Remember the first Saneter Awards? And GMS hating on Alizar. They was hating on Alizar. It was like this nigga over there with goddamn motherfucking this gypsy shit, this nigga. He said, look at this nigga right here. You know how the code is when you leave and shit.
Right.
So all of a sudden he become one of Saneter's right-hand niggas.
Oh.
From a distance. Like that nigga wasn't up in Harlem and shit when he came for the awards, but he was already down with Saneter like for a minute before the award show shit came out. He was one of the first Hebrew Israelites on Saneter with that other dude. What's his name?
Assad.
Nah. It was a Hebrew Israelite brother. What they call that nigga, man?
He come? Is he in Sakari?
Nah. He ain't in none of that shit.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right.
He used to be in the old school on 125th.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, what was his name? His name on the tip of my tongue, yo. Shit, what was his name? He had a YouTube channel and he just stopped. He wasn't a Hebrew Israelite no more. Like he didn't go to the school no more. So he would go on Saneter and just be talking about it. He'd be like how I could go and talk the Hebrew Israelite doctrine like I'm still in this shit. Like I don't really give a fuck about that shit. But like he still believed it. But he know the cult is wicked. The camp is wicked. So he a lone wolf. Like I did that for a minute. You be the lone wolf out there by yourself. Like you ain't got no group. Know what I'm saying? So you winging it how you winging it. But you know the niggas you learn from ain't right.
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying? So you a lone wolf. So that's what he was. Damn, I can't think his name on the tip of my damn tongue. It's not a Hebrew name either and shit. It's some other shit, yo. I forgot what they called. He was like he was like the first Hebrew Israelite to go on Saneter. Then like Alizar, and then you got Mighty Hebrew came on there, and then Tazariak came on.
Okay.
Tazariak, a new nigga, really.
Right.
Like I'm saying, this old black new no more. That shit ain't up there no more. They took that shit down. I don't think it was terminated. I think he took it down. Because we go back to it and ask questions today, that shit gonna look crazy. You know what I'm saying? Let's hear some more what this nigga got to say. Shit.
Religion, and you're trying to help and liberate people, but when I seen that they would not help their own brother that was on their philosophical, theological path with this, the black woman, this guy, which Tahuti was the first one to bring out. Well,
that's right. I said that earlier. He's the first one to talk, and who stole it? Who stole it? Polite.
Before polite, but they did not help that man. And we're gonna move on with that. But shame on you when you have no loyalty to a person that was on your platform constantly. And yes, Saneter did help him with some tricking. Yes, he did help him with some tricking. But you know, giving a grown man a little $20 here, $30 here, you know. Street, but not someone that you are claiming is your brother.
Right. Absolutely. What up, Naggy?
Not a whole lot. How you doing?
Chilling, man. Burning these motherfuckers up and shit.
Well, that's damn good. I like to hear it.
Finally, some more people talking about all the shit that I've been talking about. But there's a catch. I didn't tell y'all the catch because I'm tired of saying, but there's a catch. I'm tired of saying that shit. What I heard, I forgot who I heard this from. It might have been Michael Edwards. I'm not sure. But I heard that Taharka Bay, it was related to Saneter.
Well, that would be kind of funny. That would be
Right. So we all know Saneter ain't getting the views.
Man, what's up, Nagy?
Nothing much. How are you?
Doing all right, man. I'm just like, I'm not shocked, but I'm like, damn. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what's messed up? They're probably related on blood level.
It probably is, man. Probably so, bro.
I mean, I imagine they're probably swapping wives.
Shit, nigga, I wouldn't doubt it, man. But this the thing that tripped me out. I didn't know that Alizar had a long history with Saneter, man.
Oh yeah, he does, and that's the messed up thing. He would rush down to New York to go see Saneter, and he wouldn't even go see the guy that he learned from. He wouldn't go see Tahar.
Man, Gorilla. Hey, look, Killer B even told me, bro, about how Alizar man got busted with dope. That's why GMS kicked him out.
Yeah, of course. They were
I didn't know that, man.
They were drug dealers. That's the thing.
Well, I be damn. They calling themselves out there talking about calling on the Most High for selling dope, heroin, and shit on the side. Man.
The whole thing's a mess. I mean, you very rarely get someone who's even doing anything good, so the bar is so low. It's like I can't even think of what makes a good Hebrew.
What happened to Killer B, nigga?
I don't know. He probably dropped off because his internet. He'll be back.
Okay. Yeah, man, I'm tripping, man. I'm tripping. I was just talking negative, Killer B, about these cats, man. These dudes, man, they straight up goddamn frauds, man. Period.
That was weird. I came back, y'all wasn't out here, and all of a sudden y'all popped back up on my screen. That was weird. I was like, God damn it. But niggas is, it could be going down like that. Well, goddamn, nigga, you setting fires or some shit, you pulling fire alarms.
No, that's yeah. I might be.
That nigga secret life, you go around pulling fire alarms and buildings and shit.
I'm burning up people like Alizar.
Yeah. There you go. So
hey, Killer B, hey, no wonder Alizar ran the Saneter channel after that shit that went down in Memphis last year.
Wait. Oh, when he beat up them kids and shit.
Yeah. You notice like what? A couple of days later, some shit like that after they've been exposed behind it. Then they gonna run their ass on and go to Saneter station. I mean broadcast, bro.
Yep. Now he got the end. I told you he got like. Sorry, I'm chewing. God damn. Hold on, y'all.
These niggas, man, they fucking frauds, man.
Right. So, hey, Cherry Love, I'm looking for you to pop up.
I'll wait for Cherry Love to come on too, bro. That's why I had dropped off for a minute, man. I had to send it to her, man. Bring her on, brother. Break it down to her, Killer B.
So, Saneter, I mean, at the award show for Saneter, I think National Tahuti got the most, not National Tahuti, Alizar got the most awards. If I'm not mistaken, he got like 2 or 3 awards that night. Like, he came to New York City. He said he went to go. No, he went down there, didn't even visit Tahar, I think. They go to link in there. Love you too, Sister. So, I find that shit strange. Very close. And they had the dudes Red Pill and Blue Pill. Y'all know about Red Pill and Blue Pill?
Yeah. I didn't watch the video, but I saw, I think they was on there last week, but I didn't watch the video. But yeah, I know you're talking about though.
Now, those some fucking shady niggas too.
Oh, okay.
They got a blog talk thing. I think it was called In the Knowledge Radio. And I remember they had a video that they was out there trying to sell weed pens. And I'm like, y'all niggas is trying to tell us that this is legal marijuana and shit. That is legal. This is like that 2012, maybe somewhere around there and shit. Yup, this shit crazy, yo. But let me play some more of this shit, yo. But we got a lot to cover tonight. Come on,
hey, Killer B, right quick. Hey, school Sister Cherry, man, on that Alizar, man. How he got busted with dope. That's why he got put out of gym, man.
I told her that.
Oh, she already know. Oh, okay. All right.
Maybe she forgot, maybe. But Alizar got put out of GMS for getting caught with heroin. He went to jail. And when he came out, I guess he was trying to get back in GMS. And Tahar wouldn't let him back in. So that nigga had to go. So Tahar throw you out in the middle of nowhere. The Most High don't want you no more, nigga. So Sakari got mad, joined Saneter to go back, get at Tahar. Saying Tahar don't know this. No, Tahar put your ass out, nigga. You know what I mean? And you ain't had nowhere else to go. So you had the motherfucking start your own camp. And they had this old black dude that used to sit out there with him. It was Alizar. That's all it was. It was Alizar and this black dude. This little short old black dude. And that dude would be standing out there holding the signs. The whole video holding the sign up in the air. And I haven't seen that dude since. Since he got big. Like when who's that? Hashar or Hassad or whatever his name is. That light-skinned nigga that down with him. Actually, it was before him. The other dude that's high rank, not Hakam. There was another dude. When I seen him come in, that old dude was out. I ain't seen that dude since. I remember they had a Passover or something, and they had the dude in the house, and he introduced everybody in the house except him. And I'm like, damn, that's weird. You know how like a nigga hang around a nigga like for what the nigga do for you? You know what I'm saying? But really, he don't respect you and shit. That's the kind of shit that Alizar was on. That it looked like to me. That looked like to me what was going on and shit. So I would love to get that dude's story because I know he ain't down with niggas no more. I ain't see that motherfucker in years. All right, let me
And that brother put in a lot of work. So much so that me and him, and I have the receipts, and I'll come back one day and show you everything I'm talking about to follow up brother to Arthur. Now, Tahuti contacted me, and we was going to do a debate in Atlanta. And the flyers was being made, and this was literally a couple weeks before Tahuti was arrested. We were going to do a debate in Atlanta, and and it was primarily so one, we could get the information out to the people, but I was like, two, I will do this debate with you, and so we can help you, get some funds. And I even told him that, listen, I'm going to give you a portion of this whole thing, whatever, and I'm not saying that for the camera. This is just real talk. However, we didn't make it to the debate because a few weeks later, he got arrested, and then from there it was over. Now I just want to, and I said I'm gonna jump around, but I want to go to the polite, and I sent you a couple of pictures in the message.
Watch how they gonna do this, y'all. Watch how they gonna do this.
Me and Polite and Dr. Attorney Malik Zulu Sabab. We were in Los Angeles, and this was the fall, around from October to November in that area of 2016. Now, Polite had claimed that, now, even though we was going through some issues and some problems, me being I'm genuine and I'm really real, like you. And I could tell you're real because real recognizes real. And real men do real things. And real men stand up and they don't just talk the talk. Yeah, there we go right there. This is actually at the precinct where Polite was holding a press conference.
Y'all remember that? Y'all remember the press conferences for the police brutality? When Polite,
I don't remember that, bro.
Polite moved to California, and he said he was going to send some money orders or collect some money orders, right? I think it was North Hollywood. And he parked outside in his, I forgot what kind of car he was riding or some shit, right? So, some luxury car, right? And while he was in the store at the Western Union, the cops pull up and drag his wife out the car and supposedly beat her up or twist her arm or some shit. And Polite supposedly was hurt from it. He come out like, what y'all doing and all this shit, right? And they got it on video. But you don't see the cop's face, the police officers' faces. Now, look, I caught this. I was the only person to catch this. And Taharka, Bashir, y'all watching this? Check this out. Y'all find that video and go look at it. You will see the cop going towards them, and they don't show Polite and the girl. They not in the video. You see the cops. But you see the cop walk by. You see one cop, right? His holster. You know how cop wear the uniform and shit. They were in all tan clothing, right? And they had a gun, the gun holster and the belt and shit that cops wear, right? With no gun. There was no firearm in the holster. And you see both of the cops' hands. So what cop that don't carry his service gun on duty? You see him walk by the camera, you freeze it. And there's no gun in the holster. And when you freeze it, you see the left hand and the right hand.
Yeah, that's
what he said.
That is a fake cop right there.
Yeah. And then you look at the patrol car, just some Crown Vics. You get them shits easy as hell. Crown Vics with the police logo on it, right? And I looked up the logo. It wasn't the same logo that the cops use on their patrol car. And I do graphic work, vinyl work and shit like that. It's nothing to get some removable vinyl. Get the shit, the graphic and shit made and the shit cut out so you can stick it to the car. That shit don't cost that much money. Know what I'm saying? So that shit could have been easily staged. There's nothing of the whereabouts where they at or nothing. You see 2 cops or whatever, and you see the patrol cars. There's no lights on top of the patrol car. Because, you know, you can't be out there impersonating a police officer. You know what I'm saying? Or a police vehicle. If you're filming something, you got to have permits and all that shit to do something like that. Let's check this out. Let's listen to what he said.
In regards to the alleged police brutality that he went through with him and a woman that he was with, that he called his wife, who is no longer in the picture. Almost a little after that time, she's no longer in the picture. Right, and that's me and Attorney Malik Zulu Sabat. So, as I hear that his wife, with the videos and things like that, that his wife and him was assaulted at the check cashing place in Hollywood, you know, I said, listen, they having this press conference, we're going to pull up. So, you know, I came with a couple of my brothers. Yeah, that's her. That is her. See, this man got the receipts. I love this brother, Taraka. That's her. That you no longer.
She the new one. She was the bad bitch he had. That's when he left them old crispy, crazy looking bitches he was with and shit for that bad bitch that was in motherfucking California. Y'all remember her? But it's like you didn't see her. You didn't see the other ones no more. It was just all about her. And he in California, and she's supposed to be an actor, like a movie star, out there in California. That was the one that got beat up, but what I thought it was like the Aka Kent bitch or whatever, but I think it was her. It might have been the one of the other bitches he had, right? But he's talking about this press conference. When they had the press conference, they didn't have a crowd. The news wasn't there. The only people that was there was the Malik Shabazz, the other dude that Saneter put together a debate with Polite. Put my volume up here. That the debate Polite, right? So he's supposed to be a lawyer or whatever, but if he a lawyer in California, he got jurisdiction to be a lawyer in California, I don't know, right? But he did the press conference with Polite as his lawyer that's going to sue the people, to sue the police department, right? And they even had a little podium. I think they even put a podium out there on the sidewalk, on the side of the police station. Not in front of the police station, on the side of the police station. And there was no news there. There was maybe about 3 or 4 people there. And them niggas talking at a podium or some shit. I believe there was a podium they had on the sidewalk. And then they go inside. Let them tell the story. Let them tell.
I'm seeing the picture. So despite the issues that I had with Polite, I knew to put that aside because if the police really ran up on you, we're going to stand by you and we're going to defend it. The first thing that I noticed when I got there to the precinct was there was no new covenant. Like you've seen the lectures in New York. You see the lectures in New York, he had new covenant, all with the same shirts and the security going around them. But at that day, he did not have new.
Wait, nah, they didn't have a podium. They had a mic stand, though. That's what it was. See, he got the picture of it. They're in the back of the goddamn police station. You know what I'm saying? Niggas doing a protest on police brutality. You standing in front of that bitch.
Yep.
And I thought that was very strange. I was like, where? You see the shirt he got on? That is their uniform. But there was no new covenant present. You know what? Let me change that. Maybe there was one new covenant present. Maybe one.
Let me tell y'all something about new covenant. I found Saneter and shit, right? I might have found Polite before Saneter, maybe. When he was talking about the new covenant thing, right? I went to his website. I saw the application and shit to get down with the shit. They contacted me back. Maybe I could find that email. Maybe I should look for the email. I might still have that shit. They was asking me about my finances, how much money I make a year. So with that, they screamed the people who got the most money.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's exactly what a cult would do. That's just absolutely crazy.
They no different. They no different. They no different from these mega churches, man. They do the same old bullshit.
Yeah, the same game. Now, I use that strategy too when I deal with my sales. Right? You do cold calls and stuff. You see, or old accounts and shit that like dead accounts. You try to bring those old accounts back to life, and you got written down what kind of orders they put in, what kind of money they got, and you calling them niggas first before you call the motherfucker old accounts or whatever that really wasn't ordering shit. You know what I'm saying? You call the big ones. You put most of your shit on the big ones. So that what he would do, he would screen all the people that want to sign up and organize that shit by how much money they got. Because they got to do the finesse.
And I don't recall anyone better.
I want you to hold that thought. The reason why there was none, and it's a brother that
now, check this shit out. I told y'all on the show the other day, Brainstorm was on there with me. When I was talking about when I was doing my skate events and how I got down with a Stop the Violence type nonprofit organization. And how he would bring a t-shirt and give it to the people to put on, and the people think they're giving them the shirt. So he would get the people to put on the shirt and take a picture of them and then ask for the shirt back. So what with them doing that and shit, he could create that he got all these supporters. But really that is people that thought they was getting the t-shirt. You know what I'm saying? The people took the picture because the nigga gave him a t-shirt. But after the picture took, he asked for the shirt back. He did that at the events, and I saw that, thought that shit was the tackiest shit, whatever. But that's marketing. Like that's they do the marketing. That's how you bargaining on a budget.
watches our show. It's like when he came to Baltimore, what he would do is have extra shirts with him, and he would pass them out. If he have an event days before the event, he would give people shirts to stand as if they knew Covenant members. See? Now, there were new Covenant members around the country, but they weren't as he portrayed them to be. He was actually fleecing them. You know what I mean? He was working them as they was paying dues. They was doing this, that, and the third. But locally, he was a few weeks prior before an event, he will hook up with a few people that comes to his lectures, and he will give them shirts. And this came out the mouth of a brother. He might be watching the show tonight. He came to Baltimore, and I've noticed that Polite was trying to instruct him as what to do. As you said, I thought that was odd. It was only him, Aminette, Victoria, that's her name, Victoria. That's the one you're talking about.
Victoria, yeah.
It was Aminette, Victoria, and the brother. And the brother ultimately said, well, yeah, you know, I met Polite at a lecture. He just, you know what I mean? I just rode down with him from New Jersey. And that's how he was perpetrating as if. So there was no new covenant as it relates to the brothers that you see standing up. But
see that shit? New covenant sounded like this big old thing that he had going on. All these people wanted to join New Covenant, sending whole like thousands of dollars to get those books that never came.
But they would come around, and then you got one or two that was ride or die, but they're gone now.
Yeah, absolutely. And so
you always get them niggas that believe in you.
And so, you know, Attorney Malik Yusuf and Polite is, you know, doing a little press conference out there. And, you know, after the press conference, he wanted to go in and file the police report. Now, I have the videos to prove this. I got the videos. I promise you, everything I have, everything I'm saying today, I have the receipts for it. Seriously. So they like, we want to go file the police report. And I said, well, what we waiting for? Let's go in. But I could see that he was hesitant of going in. And I literally, by law, I literally was like, look, like, let's go in. Let's go in and file this report. And I got it on camera. And that's when I turned on my camera. Like, let me turn my camera on because he acting like he's scared to walk in there. You know, but I'm in soldier mind. Like, you know, we talk and people say what they say or whatever. But when it comes down to getting the business, the baby-facing mom.
You see that? That nigga was front. And then they ain't wanting to go up in there. He wanted to close shop.
He's going to run up in that spot. The baby-facing mom going to run up in that spot. And so I almost had to hold this guy by his hands. And I'm not being extra. Because when they come back and try to say certain things, I'm just going to pull out the receipt. I'm going to pull out the video. But anyway, so we go in there, and then I noticed, I said, is no one going in there except me, polite, and then I think like two other guys. So he didn't have, you know, that backup and that protection that you think someone will have that truly has an organization going. So I said, this guy.
I want to say this too. They showed when he went up in there, and you saw like a crowd of people, but it was weird. It didn't look right. They were just in the lobby. And like he said, he didn't say Malik Shabazz went up in there. I don't think I remember Malik Shabazz in the police department either.
The guy, you know, really, and I knew before, like this guy is a joke, but I really seen it then. So nonetheless, we can go. Let's matter of fact, let's just stay on for like just for a moment with Saneter. And so when I first started doing things with Polite, with videos, I wasn't watching the videos that we were doing, and then would contact me and be like, "Did you say conversation is cut off? Like you're not getting out your full thought." And I started to go back and look at some of the videos, and I noticed that it appeared to be edited. I was like, "This is edited. What's happening?" And so I'll call Saneter and I'll say, "Listen, Todd, what's going on with this particular video, whatever?" And then he would say, "Oh, the camera cut off, and you know I have to switch the batteries." And I was like, "That's true, but I'm taking men for their word. I'm taking men."
Saneter playing, you know, niggas is dumb, niggas is stupid. So I could just tell this old dumb nigga any old thing. And he right. He come up on there like Imam Bashir and all this shit, right? And then what happened? Next thing you know, they setting this nigga up with Polite and all these other motherfuckers. Like like Saneter did me when he interviewed me. I didn't even hear this shit until like last month or some shit like that. He said, "Oh yeah," like I forgot for word what he said, but it was like a joke to him. And I didn't go back and listen to it. Like when I hung up on the shit, I never rewatched the video. So he brought Judah Nazar ass on purpose to disrupt what was going on and what I was talking about and shit. And you notice this shit, fucking what I was doing. Y'all go back and watch that shit. Y'all see what I was doing with Judah Nazar.
I remember that, bro.
You know, I wasn't paying no attention. Y'all niggas look at the money. Look at the money, nigga. And that crispy black nigga and shit with that motherfucker. Let me stop talking this shit. Let me go.
And for their word, because I'm gonna believe you until you give me something that makes me not believe you. And so as time goes on, you know, we did a thing in Brooklyn, and Polite's disposition was, you know, the black woman was God and money was his religion. So Saneter calls me and he said, and this was, I think it was about 2015, 2016. And he calls me, and so I meet them in Brooklyn. And when I say he got the whooping of his lifetime, that boy got the whooping of his lifetime. And then the video went up, and we were talking for about an hour and a half, close to 2 hours on this particular day. Then later on, Saneter put up the video, something, and I have it in my files, but the title was like, Imam Bashir attacks Brother Polite or something like that. And then I went up there and there was 2 minutes on the video and Polite had an hour long on the video. So I said, how is this possible? Now I know that you're playing the game. But here's the point.
I think I remember that shit too. And he right. They give a little bit of him, like 5 minutes of him, and the rest of the shit be all Polite.
Recently, a couple of months ago, me, him, and Polite was on the phone, and I said, I'm not really messing with you because you are trying to distort the message that I bring. You're intentionally distorting it when it comes to Polite. On the phone, he said yes. He admitted that he was editing the videos, and then he made an excuse because, and which we're going to get into a little bit, because one of my best friends that know me in real life, Solar, known as Solar Mine, he was telling, but anyway, I lost my thought, but I want to stay on track. So, Saneter said, he admitted that he edited the videos up, because he said you was doing some messed up stuff with Solar Mine, which was a lie. But I said, well, tell the people on camera, and then after that conversation, it took him like another month, and I got that receipt too, where he literally came on one of his lives, and for a second he said, you know what, I did edit Imam Bashir videos when it came to Polite. And then I took that video and I got it for the receipt. Why am I saying that? Because the manipulation is real. You know, so the whole plan was to push an agenda. And just as you showed.
Hear that? Right? If we go into some more
Yeah,
shit.
I hear that. I hear him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Especially that part that he was trying to push an agenda.
Yep.
That what the fuck Saneter doing today. He pushing a goddamn agenda.
He ain't got nothing. He told all this black power, he for the black. That nigga ain't for them goddamn niggas. He for
Hell
them
no.
nigga. That shit a game, yo. It's a game that he playing with motherfuckers. Now, how y'all saw the video I did with him saying how Polite's a child molester and shit, messing with his niece. Now I'm like, nigga, you telling niggas now, and you know this nigga got your niece, nigga, and you ain't saying nothing, but you doing interviews with Hassan Campbell about the shit, and then you turn around and make Hassan Campbell like the predator and shit, nigga. You down with that shit too? When niggas was saying, oh, Hassan Campbell, he was 12, that nigga know right from wrong and all that shit, like, or whatever, nigga. That nigga's still a kid, nigga. And you re-victimizing the motherfucking man and shit that got abused when he was a kid. And here you is, your old grown ass, 50-something years old, and gonna let that creepy, nasty motherfucking fucking goddamn ET neck ass Polite motherfucking sit there and with that motherfucking kid, and you not saying nothing. You doing business with him. But now you get mad at him. You want to get on the air and tell everybody this shit that he a pedophile. But you allowed it. You allowed the pedophile to do what he was doing. You gave him the fuel and the money and the finances to do what he was doing. Know what I'm saying? He was supporting it. So how he look like talking about Africa being bottle or talking about Hassan Campbell and shit? How the fuck he look? He don't give a fuck.
He a goddamn pedophile sympathizer. Or if he ain't one, his goddamn self.
There you go. And got Mighty Hebrew up on there lying with a fake ass lawyer trying to fool people to say that he ain't a fucking sexual predator. The nigga ain't on the registry no more because his time ran out to be on the registry. But as we see, Soraya didn't go to the police. Her old dumbass and shit went to a goddamn, went to his Israelite court of the group that he in. So what?
I remember all that bullshit, man.
And Mighty Hebrew was basically the poster child for the cult. So you think they're gonna criminalize that nigga? And what they gonna do anyway? If he
Hey, Killer B, where's Shariah at, man? I ain't heard from her in a long time, man.
Instagram once in a while and shit.
She's still in Canada.
She had blocked my ass on Facebook and shit. I just said some shit I guess she didn't agree with. I don't know. I was supporting her and shit, and then she just got real crazy.
Yeah, me too, man. I had her back and everything too. I used to talk with her, chit chat with her, every now and then and shit, man.
Yo, I wanted to get her up on here because I was rocking with her with that shit. Like,
yeah, me too, man.
Yup. And she need to tell more. I remember she put up a video, not to go off subject, but the nigga that she was with in IUSUPK, she put that nigga up on gay shit one night.
I remember all that, man.
She put that nigga shit up there. Like, it would have got flagged. Like, she put it up there for literally, like, I hit it when the notification came in. I hit the shit. I'm like, yo, what the fuck kind of shit is this, my nigga? Like, you know what I'm saying? And the shit was taken down, like, fucking, like, I think it was removed by the user. It wasn't terminated, like, you know what I mean? It wasn't a strike or nothing. But that shit ain't stay up like 10 minutes. That shit was crazy, nigga. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, damn.
Damn. Okay.
She really put that nigga card. Yeah. Cause this bitch card, nigga. She dropped the dime on that motherfucking shit. But let's go.
Because when he got very upset with Polite, he started airing out all the Polite stuff about possibilities, about the wife that's no longer there. He was talking about things that be going on, like, I would sink your ship. I would sink your ship. And I told Saneter, I was like, how could you, when you get upset, you go and make videos that is geared to tear that person down?
Cult leaders do that.
Yep.
That what the cult leader do.
Smear campaign.
There you go. There you go.
Them motherfuckers good at doing that shit, man.
Yup. That's what these niggas do. It's the same, and I used to say it when I was at Torah Nights. I'm like, yo, it's something about these Israelite camps. It's the same blueprint. Like I said, how the fuck did Al-Azhar start a camp and just happened to be running it like all the other camps? And this nigga on the other side of the fucking country where there ain't no goddamn Hebrew Israelites, this nigga ain't never met Tahar face to face. And he running this shit like, know what I'm saying? Even when he was in GMS, Tahar really wasn't instructing them niggas like how to run a camp and shit. He's like, yeah, nigga, make some videos and shit. Make sure you send the tithes money in before the Most High kill you. You know what I'm saying? Make the videos, nigga. That's my order. And send your tithes money in. If not, Yahweh gonna kill you, nigga. Straight like that. And don't worry what we doing with the money. I seen the video Tahar said that shit. He said, don't worry about what the fuck we doing with the money. We can do what we want with the money. He said it just like that.
Damn.
He said it just like that. It was at a Passover.
Wow, that's completely crazy. I remember that. That's nuts.
Yep, it was at a Passover. That nigga was sitting there with the head on the side of his face, like leaning on, like on his arm on the table. Like, we do what the fuck we want with the money, nigga.
That you're speaking the truth. And that is when he's speaking the truth, when he's very upset at the people.
See, like I showed that shit when he was upset with Polite. He told everything. Know some ill shit too? When I got put on Saneter, Nepal hooked me up. We're going on Saneter, right? So they said Saneter tried to call me and shit. I was like, oh shit, this nigga they try to call me, right? So I was on the phone with him and shit. I was telling him like my little background, whatever and shit. He's like, all right, brother. But like, you know what I'm saying? He said, yo, yeah, you gotta show your face and shit. I don't have that shit on there or whatever, right? So I had the trick for him, I had the mask on and shit, right? So he said, I'll tell my ISUPK. He said, no, you can't talk about ISUPK. You can't talk about ISUPK. And I'm looking at this nigga like, the fuck, nigga? So I'm like, fuck it. I'm going on here, say my shit, and hopefully some motherfuckers get the fuck out the coat. But I'm like, goddamn, nigga. And that was one of the biggest, best videos he had in months.
Right.
I looked at the numbers my shit was getting. He had a video with that many views, even with longer time. Videos he had months before. Wasn't nowhere near my video that in like 24 hours, 48 hours. Done tripled and quadrupled that shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I thanked them for having me on there. Then I heard the nigga say that shit the other day. Well, I watched the end of it. I was like, word? I said, that's what it is, nigga? I was like, good. That's why I you know what I'm saying? You know, a normal nigga, he might have would have took them videos down. That nigga let me on his platform and shit. You know what I'm saying? I got some exposure. Let me take these videos down. Nope. Meant them shits too, nigga. That shit wasn't no mistake and shit. Or I see different now, nigga. Meant that shit, nigga. Like, I mean all this shit now.
But I was like, just like you had mentioned, I said, how could you be talking about scams? Yes, those women there and the sister that's on the right. See, Tucker, you a bad man, brother. You a bad man.
Know who I think that is? The girl on the right? Know who I believe that is?
Let me see.
The one on the right.
I don't know, bro.
That's motherfucking Saneter's niece. That's supposed to be no. This dude, he said that was his daughter. That's what it was.
Oh, okay.
He said it, but it wasn't his daughter.
Yeah, you the real attorney here. But yes, the sister to the right is the one that I'm talking about. And, you know, she left the situation and there was problems and issue with the children that I'm not going all into. But Saneter brought all of these things out, and this was things that we seen in the background. See, the people only seen what was on the
all right, so they're not talking about the Saneter's niece
camera. But us that was literally in the background, on the phone with each other, after events, hanging out with each other. When we had that inside scoop, we started to see what real things were going on. And then Polite and I, even though he had told me, he said, I can't be that close with you because Dr. York told me to never trust a Muslim. And I always thought, what was that about? Yeah.
That's some cult shit. That's some shit that to get you, well, I don't got to answer whatever you ask me. I ain't got, because I don't trust Muslims. So he demonized you right away. That's cult shit. He demonized you and tell everybody else don't trust you. So now when you see something that you want to alarm the people of, no one is going to believe you or no one is going to take you serious because he already set the stage for you. Judah Nasty tried that with me. You know what I'm saying? He put it out there like he did to SOJ the other day. He got up on there and said these niggas don't know nothing. They worship fake doctrines and all this shit. But the nigga in your crew, nigga, you ain't saying nothing. But now you want to throw it out there in the street and shit. Me and Deggy, we husbands and shit. We married. Me and Neggy married, and motherfucking Killer B want to sniff my boxers and all types of fucking crazy weird ass shit, nigga.
There she go again. What was that about? But the reality was, because whether you agree with the doctrine of Islam or not, we're going to speak truth and stand on truth. And we're not going to, deviate from truthfulness to falsehood. The one that's really standing on that square. So that's what polite. Truthfulness to falsehood.
Yo, this nigga got a bird in his house, nigga. This nigga got a motherfucking ostrich in his motherfucking house. Y'all see that shit? Yo, look.
You talking about back? You talking about back there in the back?
Yeah, look.
Not going to, deviate from truthfulness to falsehood.
Yo,
the one that's really standing on that square.
Yo, that nigga got a turkey in the Yo, nigga, you see that shit? Yo, what the fuck is that?
Yo, that's crazy. I can't really see it, but
Wait,
yeah.
Hold on, let's back it up. Look
I see.
You see the
Yeah,
back?
I see the Moorish. I see the weirdo with the Moorish flag though. That's more obvious.
Nah, on the Imam Bob Shear. And way in the back.
Yeah, I know, but I don't. Yeah, I mean that would be funny anyway. But
look at the back hallway. Watch. Just keep watching it.
Speak truth and stand on truth, and we're not going to, deviate from truthfulness to falsehood. The one that's really standing.
What the fuck was that? You saw that shit?
Yeah, I see it.
Goddamn, the motherfucking emu and shit.
Hey, we'll get a closer look if we walk up closer to him.
Yeah, that shit look crazy. You ain't worry about these New York niggas. You never know what the fuck they got in their house and shit. They be niggas in New York that got tigers and shit, living projects. These niggas got tigers and shit up in that motherfucker.
But want it. And so I found it very interesting. So if we go back, people that really follows what's going on, what's happening, his daughter, in no way am I coming at his daughter. I hope that they always be safe, and I hope that, Polite and Saneter can really get the courage to be men and stand up and do what they're supposed to do. But nonetheless, they on the hot seat now, and it's for a good reason. But his daughter, because I don't hold animosity, I don't hold, anger or a hidden agenda because of my philosophy. But nevertheless, his daughter, he put out, and this was maybe a year or two ago, he put out that his daughter, a story about his daughter, I don't know if you remember, where she had disappeared. And she said that, he was putting out this, and Saneter posted it, I posted it, so people were posting his daughter, like, can you find her in Miami? There you go. See, you a bad...
I remember that bullshit.
Kids running away. But he got this. That's supposed to be the smart little girl, ain't it? Ain't that the girl that's 100 languages or some bullshit?
Something like that.
Now, let me see something else here. On the date. Now, I don't see them having. Now, y'all see her name, right? You see her name.
Yeah.
So all that Nuwapian, his own new covenant language that his kids' name was and shit, that wasn't their legal names. He putting it out there like that's his legal, those people that legal names. If you all into that shit and you have a kid, it's shit, you naming it that goddamn Nuwapian new covenant name shit.
That's right.
Menu Tech, Alaka, Mikalika, Honey Ho. Whatever the fuck the name is and shit. Y'all remember that shit from Pee Wee Herman back in the day and shit? The old Pee Wee Herman shit?
I was thinking lacquer crack, but liquor crack.
Crack, same shit.
Liquor crack.
Liquor crack. So as we see here, if they was really living like that, they would have this in the missing child flyer. They would have her alias. Also known as Meneka Hani Ho. You know what I'm saying? They would have her alias there. What other names they call her by?
Yep.
Yeah, actually, in this picture, she don't look all together. That could be messing with the children, y'all. I'm not trying to mess with the children, but I'm just saying this.
Yeah.
Something might be wrong with it. I don't know.
Bad man. There you go. And he told this story with the narrative that she went to the store. She went to the store you know, from her house to go to the store. And as she was going to the store to get some breakfast, she started walking, and then a white man started following her. This was the narrative. The white man started following her, and then, you know, she had...
White men always do what's white men always in the hood trying to kidnap us, to make adrenochrome.
Oh man, that's so crazy. You know that's just the craziest stuff. They want to think that.
Yeah.
Well, now
Let me tell you something, man. You got his. Let me tell you something. It's a little town, man, in South Carolina, man. Let me tell you something, man. In that town, man, let me tell you something. The percentage of goddamn sex offenders there, bro, you got at least 70 to 80% sex offenders who are black, and about 30% sex offenders who are white, bro. This white man is the you know the pedophile. Man, that's bullshit, man. Okay? You got just as many black men, brother, who are fucking pedophiles than white men. How the fuck, man? That's why I get tired of hearing about this shit, man. You know?
That shit crazy. You said,
yeah, man.
5%.
Yeah, man. I got a friend, man, in South Carolina, man. She know how to go straight to the goddamn website, showing all the fucking pedophiles in her hometown, bro.
Yep.
And they got just as many black men who are damn registered sex offenders than they do white men, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Unreal, man. That's how this shit go down.
Yeah.
Gave to the people, right? But as we were really sincere, people like myself was really sincere putting it out because we know people all around the country. You know, so the more people that can post it.
Look, real motherfuckers actually trying to help. Know the nigga a piece of shit. Still trying to help. Same thing like me and Neggy and the Coke was doing. Know he a piece of shit, but still riding with the nigga.
The more people that can share the information, the more probability that we can get eyes on her or where she at. But then when we started doing the research, her mother, Aminette, went to the police department and filed a missing person report. And that missing person report, her mother said...
Thanks, Fabian. I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Said that her child ran away.
Ken. Also, one of the clues is when the police report was given, keep the name.
Go ahead. Yes, please. Throw that up, brother. Anessa Small.
Not Novak. Not Mayat. That's very significant to who we did.
So he's saying that's not even Polite Kid. No, or whatever is Polite's last name. Polite's name is something Nowak. What is it? I can't think of his first name. But his last name is Noel. That's not his daughter's last name. So that's not
dealing with, brother.
Kid. And I was going to go there too.
That's very significant. We're dealing with people with code names and cover up names right now. But we'll get to that as I got a whole presentation coming on that soon. But and so people understand how deep this really goes. And this is why, if you ever notice, you've been around for like more than I have, but I've been around for like enough to see how he's his anxiousness, his apprehension, his body language, the look in his eyes.
I was gonna say something. We back up. So
really goes, and this is why names right. And we're dealing with people with code names
and cover up names, right?
Right. Now that's funny talking base saying that. If y'all watch my last couple of more videos, I go into that. How those niggas kept changing their motherfucking name. They go do some dirt, change their name, do some dirt, change the name. Same shit talking base saying that these niggas is doing. You need to look at the Moorish Science Temple and that other nigga, that Muhammad, what's his name? Muhammad nigga I did that the shit Dr. Drew Ali stole his shit from.
Right now. Yeah. But we'll get to that as I got a whole presentation coming on that soon. But and so people understand how deep this really goes. And this is why
the Harker Bay don't do it. You come out that video shit, I'll be right behind you with the more shit.
If you ever notice, you've been around for like more than
I like it, Harker Bay. I know you in that coat bullshit, and I like it, Harker Bay. Don't do it, nigga. Don't do it.
I have, but I've been around for like enough to see how he's his anxiousness, his apprehension, his body language, the look in his eyes is always trying to fill the room and feel the energy so he know what to present. Like he's very skeptical now, but he's bold in his skepticism because he's moving on a mission. But we'll get into that when I break that down in the future, because that brother is not who he say he is. He's not who he say he is.
Roger know it? Is that what it is? Something know it
is. And at the end of the day, it will all come to light. It would all come to light. And this is why you never see him answering to any of these indiscretions at this time. There's a protective shield around him. But let me yield the floor to Brother Bashir.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And then my thing was, I said, this guy is just so disingenuous, which wants to show a particular image. When I was like, he could have just said, my baby is going through things, kids go through things, and maybe they will run away from now. Children do things. But he created an entire narrative to appease to the people, an agenda that is counter truthfulness, counterproductive to,
And you know what, too? They use the different names, right? So the police report was filed, but he told a different story to the community, and that would never get back to the police. It's not like he put up videos with his her real name and shit like that. Like, know what I'm saying? They had to go and get this information. He didn't present that information to the people or to the conscious community, whatever the fuck you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? So he can go on the internet and say anything happened, and they ain't gonna believe it. They're not gonna be able to know how to look it up, because niggas ain't gonna do all that shit. They just gonna listen to what you saying. Niggas ain't got time to be doing all that shit. Niggas don't really give a fuck like that. A lot of people don't. So those are the people that fall victim to the bullshit.
Liberating the minds of the people. So it was
and guess what? And I don't mean to cut your wisdom, but let me add this story real quick. The police reports state that she was angry because she didn't want to go back to California.
I was about to go there. Yeah, I was about to go there. Go ahead, bro. I was about to go there. Yeah. And so as we, and I personally called the police department and asked them about her and, did they find her and everything. And they emailed me the copy of the missing persons report. I called, I inquired, and it stated, but this was a statement of her mother, that she did not want to go back to California for whatever reason. She did not. And I'm going to hold so you can do your thing. But I said, this guy is a snake. This guy is a snake. But his counterpart is Saneter. His counterpart is Saneter. Because Saneter knows and understands that these things are happening, but he's letting it go because Saneter is for sale. Now let's just talk about for sale real quick.
You know why? Because now if you go back to my pedophile supporter video, right? You notice how I put emphasis when Saneter said that that's my wife's niece. Why would he say that's my wife's niece? Why wouldn't he say that's my niece?
Yeah. That is
your
kind
wife,
of weird. Yeah, that is kind of weird. But I hate to interrupt you, but I'm actually gonna call it a night. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning.
All right,
I'll see you.
Yeah.
I'll see you. But yeah, that stuff is definitely disturbing. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. I'm about to dip too, Killer B.
All right.
But I'm lay it down, man. But I'm gonna keep your live going, man. I probably fall asleep while you're on though, but I'm still gonna be listening in, brother.
All right, right on, man. Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate you guys coming on. Really
yeah, no doubt, man. Yeah. All right, brother.
Yep, please. Yeah, man. So check this shit out. Listen.
Why Saneter started editing the videos and fixing the scenario? The gatekeeper. Why? One day, this was some years ago, I went to Saneter Studios, which is his house, right? Which is not a problem, but I'm gonna come back to that in just a moment. And Saneter had a contract. And in this contract, he wanted me to sign over any videos produces. And I said, well, first of all, why would I do that? And then two, where is the compensation for such a thing?
Right, you supposed to get a check, nigga. Now, Saneter got in it with who was the nigga name? Young Pharaoh with the same thing. That's how. So Young Pharaoh and Saneter fell out because they was gonna do a debate, and he wanted Young Pharaoh to sign some paperwork that he owned all the rights to everything and shit, and that nigga wouldn't do it. And that's what their falling out was. And he fell out with him with General Seti, Sarasuit Seti.
After I essentially balled it up and said, listen, you ain't got me as no sucker here. You can put out what you want, but you ain't got me as no sucker here.
But that's what he think of you. That's what he thought of you the whole time. Poppy. Look at Poppy in the middle of that. They ain't Saneter. That's not brother Saneter. That's Poppy. That's Poppy in them. Quit fucking playing with me, y'all. Hit that goddamn like. Goddamn, I got 10 niggas up in this son of a bitch. Hit that goddamn like button and shit. I put the link in the chat too. Anybody want to come out here and talk that shit? Go to the goddamn link. Hit that subscribe button too. Oh shit. I'll go back to that in a second and shit. I'll show y'all that bullshit.
Nevertheless, I decline.
Dominican niggas in New York don't give a fuck about no niggas. He called Napa the other day, my black sister and shit. I almost fucking lost my goddamn stomach. Her ass Dominican. She is not black. Jamaicans is not even black. Haitians ain't black. Goddamn Cubans ain't black, motherfucker. Only black motherfuckers is niggas in America. Down south motherfuckers. That's who black people are. We eating turnip greens, collard greens, motherfucking butter beans and shit, and black eyed peas, Hoppin' John and shit. You think Saneter don't know no goddamn Hoppin' John is, nigga? Yo, fuck the shit. Y'all remember when Saneter didn't even know who Nat Turner was? Nigga asked about Nat Turner, that didn't even know who he was. Cause that nigga was doing salsa dancing. Motherfucker. He ain't black. He Dominican. A Dominican will look your dead in your fucking shit. Look just like Saneter. Look you dead in your motherfucking shit. And say, me no black poppy. Me no black. Me no black poppy. Tell me I'm a motherfucking lie. All y'all East Coast, Northeast motherfuckers. People that live in New York. Y'all know it. They ain't fucking with you unless you buying them bricks from homeboy. Motherfuckers. Shit. Good cocaine, motherfucker. Got the best cocaine.
And after that moment,
shit so hot, Dominicans roll up on your ass at the light, nigga, and offer you motherfucking cocaine, nigga. Let you try it, motherfucker. That was going on in New York City, nigga. I tell you, y'all don't know, y'all down country niggas, y'all niggas down south, y'all niggas in the Midwest, y'all niggas is slow compared to this shit. These niggas is pro. They born and raised hustling. Yo, you can go to New York City. Any of y'all that's listening went to New York City and you go 2 blocks, you can have $100. And you go from this block to 5 blocks down the street, your ass had about maybe $15 by the fucking time you get 3 blocks down the street. They gonna be on you. Everybody got to hustle. Everybody got to hustle. People out there telling jokes. Niggas is singing. Niggas is doing this. Niggas is doing that. Niggas trying to get you to go in this bar. Niggas is trying to get you to go to this club. Niggas is trying to get you, remember St. Kofa used to sell tickets in Times Square for the goddamn shows and shit out there, like Broadway shows and bullshit. Everybody got to hustle, nigga. They trying to get that money. 125th Street got all those vendors. And another thing, too, all the vendors on 125th Street, ain't none of them niggas black. All Africans and niggas of other ethnicities. Ain't no niggas got no motherfucking vendors, fucking booth or license and none of that shit on 125th Street. Now call me a fucking lie. But old Poppy got one. Poppy Ben had a little stand out there and shit. I used to buy fucking bootleg movies and shit from motherfucking Saneter when I was a kid, before I even became a fucking Hebrew Israelite. I was going to Harlem and shit and buying fucking bootleg fucking tapes and shit. All types of shit. I remember I got I think it was Mifu Dishi, that nigga that looked like he wearing a Coach bag on his head and shit. Y'all know who I'm talking about. He down with Saneter. He looked like he wearing a goddamn Coach bag on his motherfucking head and shit. I think that's who that was that I did some old crazy shit. Like I gave the tape away because it was old witchcraft shit. Son, I was a Hebrew Israelite.
There was an attack on every single thing that I brought for the people for the most part. He would let some things go, some things be said. I could give the full lecture, but certain parts he would, like I said, edit, he would distort. And in particular, when it came to Polite, and I noticed that, I said, oh, Polite is his, when we're in the streets or in the hood, and somebody you feel like can make it, you want to ride their coattail. And I was like, so Polite is the guy for him. Polite is his guy. So he's going to do anything and everything in order to get the bag. And that's essentially, what happened. So, it's so many things, so many directions we could go with this, and it's really unfortunate for the people, because when you really take out the theatrics and you see what happened, was this man has always he created a career based off of other people's work. Because even when he was out.
Don't be afraid to hit that motherfucking Cash App, niggas, and shit. I'm telling tonight. Motherfucker, I'm telling. I told more than I would usually be telling about this shit. I'm telling tonight. I got motherfuckers to tell with me. So I'm going all out, niggas. Hit that motherfucking Cash App, nigga, if y'all can. I'll give it 50 cents, nigga. Shit. Give me a soda.
Outside with the bullhorn, that that was a marketing tool for him to sell DVDs that were bootleg DVDs in reality. In fact, that's what crazy.
I go back to the VHS tape, nigga. I wasn't getting no DVDs for that nigga. I was getting VHS.
Crazy. I remember this is like 2008, 2009. My brother, and I'm not going to mention his name because I don't know if he want to be out there, but my brother got a call from Aswad Crazy and was like, call Aswad Crazy to ask him questions. And
they spread love. The old girl give him $5, $4.99 and shit.
Then Aswad Crazy asked him, where did he get the DVD? Where did he get the DVD? And he told him, I got from 125th Street with Saneter. And then Aswad Crazy was saying, listen, all them DVDs, you're not supposed to sell my DVDs. And him and Saneter had got into a thing, and Saneter allegedly stopped selling the DVDs because Aswad Crazy was coming for his neck.
Bullshit. That nigga still out there hustling the motherfucking DVD. What Aswad Crazy was gonna do? That nigga didn't even have copies of his motherfucking DVD. You know a nigga that talks some shit. This nigga making money off of my fucking shit, nigga. Well, you wasn't selling it anyway, nigga. This shit old as fuck. You did this shit 10 years ago, nigga. You should be happy that I'm bringing it, keeping your ass alive, nigga. And that's real. A lot of niggas wouldn't even know nothing about none of them niggas and shit. Unfortunately, a lot of them motherfucking DVDs and VHS tapes got out. So niggas know about all these fucking bullshit scamming ass niggas. All them niggas. Aswad Quay, all them niggas and shit be lying to y'all motherfucking asses. Be lying.
And what
Dr. James Small be lying. That's another cult leader. But he play it smooth because he old. He can come on there like a regular this old nigga and shit.
He was doing was basically taking the works of the people and just pushing those works. So Saneter became the blockbuster. Saneter became the blockbuster. Not the person that's going to liberate the people's minds.
Look at motherfucker Jabari. What kind of motherfucking fool walking around looking like that? Putting an ankh around your wrist and shit. That shit look crazy as hell. Like what motherfucker really wearing the same shit as Hebrew Israelites? That old fake gold trim and shit. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna sit there in front? I'm not wearing no fake gold shit. If some shit pulls out some gold trim, nigga, that shit gotta be real, nigga. I ain't wearing no goddamn costume. What kind of nigga walk around and shit dressed like that? A cult nigga. Nah, Jabari, he just for the people telling the Egyptian. That nigga don't know nothing about that goddamn shit. Ask him where he get that shit from.
After the new Black Panther Party, and I don't know how much work he actually did in that, but from what
you already said, new Black Panther Party, right? Hold on, I gotta show y'all. For all of y'all that just coming up in here, I gotta show y'all this. Y'all ain't see this before. They don't even got this shit, nigga. This Killer Bee exclusive. Shout out to Chocolate City, motherfucker. Shout out to Chocolate City, goddammit. Giving us the real. Oh shit, I'm fucking something up. Hold on. Hitting shit I ain't supposed to be hitting. Hold on. Let me put this up here for y'all. Can't do y'all like that. Let me put this up here. I'm the only nigga got this shit, motherfucker. All right, check this out. Y'all just coming up in here. What the fuck I'm doing? Oh. All right, here we go. Mr. Cherry, where you at? Let me sit here waiting on you come up in here. Damn. Look. Check it out. Let me see if y'all see the whole thing here. So y'all can't see the whole thing. See this shit here? Let me get this off the screen. Y'all see what that say? That's a Polaroid right there, nigga. There ain't no car. That's a motherfucking Polaroid, nigga. That's a motherfucking Polaroid. That's exclusive right there. Khalid Muhammad, Dr. Khalid Muhammad, who a nigga that don't got no motherfucking doctorate, a nigga who motherfuckers is trying to lie and say the white man fucking killed him. That nigga had a brain aneurysm, nigga. Ain't nobody was out to get that nigga. That old stupid nigga. That nigga was too stupid to be in the Nation of Islam. Natural Tahuti. Not natural Tahuti. Why I keep saying natural Tahuti and shit? That nigga probably turning into this motherfucking bunk right now and shit. Niggas talking about me. In the middle is Saneter. Dr. Salik Quran, aka Saneter, chairman of the Manhattan New Black Panther Party. Y'all see it right there on the screen. Stop fucking playing with me. And Aaron M., founder of the New Black Panther Party. But that's strange because I thought Malik Shabazz was the founder of the New Black Panther Party. I don't know. I could be wrong. But you see Saneter calling himself doctor. This nigga can't even spell. That nigga got misspelled shit in every video he do. And how he got a doctorate. Y'all explain that shit to me. I want y'all to explain to me how Dr. Khalid Muhammad got his doctorate. I want y'all to explain this shit to me. What Saneter do? Where did he get this doctorate from? Do he got a fake motherfucking diploma like motherfucking Dr. Ali, like Dr. Ali Muhammad? Another nigga with no doctorate? Like Dr. Layla Africa, another fucking nigga that ain't got no doctorate? Like Dr. Sebi, another nigga ain't got no goddamn doctorate, calling himself doctor. We got Dr. motherfucking Reggie. I don't think, Reggie, brother Reggie from Saneter, that nigga ain't got no doctorate either. And they call him a doctor. The nigga at least went to college, but he ain't got no goddamn doctorate. The only motherfucker got a doctorate that I've been on Saneter is motherfucking Dr. Maya. This shit, she might not. I ain't even let me shut the fuck up because I didn't even look her up. She probably don't even got one either, but I believe she did. Her ass got caught up in the feds that motherfucking drug raid though, motherfucker. But anyway. Y'all see? Wow, let me put this shit back. Damn like, bro. Couldn't be give a fucking shit. You gotta get these whole ass niggas out the way and shit. Let's get that. I ain't gonna play too much more of this shit. I gonna leave something for the niggas.
But I know the DVD sales and giving the information to the people was what he was known for, giving other people work, and that's Blockbuster. So Blockbuster is not Hollywood that's creating the product. Blockbuster was only the place that you distribute the product to them, and then they sell it to make a profit. And when it came to the YouTube thing, he took the same concept. Like, I can tell these people that I'm for the liberation of black people. I'm for the liberation of black people. So come over here and talk. Come over here and, express your views, express your ideas. And therefore, you will, be able to get your message out.
That's right.
And what he's doing, yes. And what he's doing,
same thing.
yes, he's doing the exact same thing to this very day. So this is why you would see him, even, I don't want to say this guy's name, but we'll say Mr. Campbell. Even with Mr. Campbell, if any of y'all are following things, where there can be a Bambaataa situation, and then they put, the man on trial in the court of public opinion, but then you will find that everything Saneter allegedly stands on, he will retract on every single thing. He will later detract from it. So he was with Mr. Campbell and the whole Bambaataa thing, and he ran that storyline. But soon as there was some conflict, and Mr. Campbell has his own psychotic things going on in his head, but nevertheless, Saneter very mad that he was saying was a victim of something. And then they will go through this thing where it's almost all-out war. It appears to be all-out war. If I see you, and if I see you, and you know, and then once again they'll be hugging and kissing, you know.
Now you hear that? Now y'all saw what I did earlier. That video I made early supporting Hassan Campbell. But once again, this shit could be all fake. Just like him and Kwame Brown. We're talking about fighting and shit. That create views for each other. It create controversy. I don't do that shit, nigga. I'm out here trying to take your motherfucking head off, nigga. I'm dead ass serious. I'm not playing with you.
They'll be holding hands.
Like I said in the beginning of the video, there's a catch. It's strange to me because when Taharka Bates starts to speak, he sounds like Saneter. Somebody said, I don't know, I can't remember where I got the information from, but somebody said Taharka Bey is related to Saneter. Now, what if this is all for publicity stuff? What if the shit what they saying line up with what I've been telling y'all motherfuckers for years? But I find it kind of strange. But Saneter has gone up on his old show and revealed himself. He revealed how Polite was scamming and how he was helping him scam. He put it in a way where he could jump out a window, but he put that out there. Like, what kind of fool would put that out there? Like with his niece being running off with Polite. Underage niece running off with Polite. Sometimes these niggas will tell you some shit, don't tell you the whole thing, or tell you a twisted version of it. Both of these niggas could be sitting up there bullshit. They could. I don't think they are, but it's a possibility.
And then, but this is the routine. And the reason why is because the number one agenda, which I thought the number one agenda was really liberating the minds of the people.
You was dumb in the motherfucker then. I could have been told you that shit, nigga. I could have told you that 10 years ago, nigga. I could have saved all that shit for you.
Empowering the people. But no, the real agenda was, I'm going to get what's for me. I'm going to do what's for me. And I don't have a square. And one day, I'm being a Muslim, you know, I don't do the Easter. I don't do the Christmas. I really don't.
Listen up, y'all. Listen to what he say now. I was just talking about this shit the other day. Shit, for all I know, these niggas can just be listening to me and creating shit off of what the fuck I say. Because I find this shit highly strange, nigga. But listen to this shit. And tell me in the chat who else we done caught doing the same shit. Let's go. Hit the like button, y'all. Hit that share button and subscribe to this motherfucker. And if you love your boy, hit that goddamn cash app.
I don't. It hasn't been done so. Hey, I go to Saneter's house and I see Christmas. I'm like, hold up, wait a minute. When I talk about Christmas, I'm talking Christmas, like you would go to Auntie and Uncle house.
Nigga, I was a Hebrew Israelite for over 2 decades. I'll be damned if I celebrate some Christmas up in this motherfucker. Some Easter up in this motherfucker.
To actually do Christmas. There wasn't a Christmas tree. I'll keep it real with that. There wasn't a Christmas tree, but you know, you had the decoration and stuff. And I said, Saneter, how do you take a position that the white man is the devil and they should bow down to you, but you actually have wrappings with a white Santa Claus on the wrappings, giving it to your children? I'm like, that's weird. That's weird. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Mr. White Man, get on the ground, kick my boots, look what they did to us. Why would you do that? And he was like, you know, well, my children need to have fun too, you know. And I said, you know, this is a hypocrite. And some might ask, well, why were you continuously to go? because despite the wickedness, people that really was there with a good intention actually got to hear what I really was saying. And many of them, which they can bear witness, and we have the receipts, and they willing to say, yes, I listened to what the brother was saying, and then Bashir, and I further came and talked to the brother and got more information. So boom, it's the power. And people were calling into Saneter show to request me and my contact information, and that's on camera too while he was doing live. And he literally told me to myself, direct to me, he said, you are like the most underrated teacher. And I know that you're powerful for real. This is literally what Saneter said. And I said, bro, I appreciate that, but on the flip side, I know you don't mean that. But I told the brother, and if you notice, if anybody know me, I never made, and I still don't feel like this in the attack video, but this is the most I've ever done in regards to talking against Saneter TV. But I was like, I don't want to play those games with mocking me with videos and going to those levels of disrespect, because once you go there, I'm not coming back to make peace with you. I'm not coming back to make peace with you until your flag is destroyed and your stance is destroyed. And then I will, and if you wave your white flag and surrender, then I'll make peace with you. But don't do it. Don't do it with a brother like me. But yeah, family, so I want the people to really understand that the reason why we must do this is because you're in the way. Black News 102, it's another thing. And I'm like, these people that are diehard Saneter fans, mind you, the people that was on that collage of all of us there, those people respected Saneter but were not Saneter fans. Saneter fans are in the comments standing up for Saneter. We were people that have a square and have a message to give to the people, and we wanted to have a brother or a sisterly love between us, but we were not fans of Saneter. But Black News 102, listen to the title, Black News 102, and he does the same exact things that other people that scam the community do. He would promise the people, listen, we want to bring news to the people. Hence why he created Black News 102. He wanted to get a news van. Called out for people to give money to get a news van. Never got the news van.
Y'all remember that? Then with that news van bullshit? Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that shit? With the news van. He wanted to get a Mercedes news van so he could travel the country and fucking report news, black news. What the hell kind of black news this nigga gonna be reporting? A bunch of cult shit. He's sitting there right now talking about he for the black people, but what he do? That shit ain't nothing but a bunch of cult leaders on there. He got fucking Mighty Hebrew, motherfucking child molesting ass and shit up on that shit, and got him up on there and had the nerve to come up there and try to fool the people and do that bullshit ass video talking about ain't all that shit been dropped and that the shit wasn't true and shit. Man, get the fuck out of here. To Tazaria, that motherfucking stupid motherfucker, got him up on there lying to the people and allowed the people to do it. Polite, scheming, scamming ass up on there, and he's gonna tell us about Polite, and now the nigga got the nerve to put Polite right back up on the screen. What the fuck kind of shit is that? Got him up on there. Polite, y'all see my fucking child pedophile supporter video with Polite saying, I don't care if Dr. York got caught with evidence with molesting 1,000 kids. I'm still gonna worship this man as my God and my spiritual father. Where y'all had at?
those people. Called out people to get a news van. Never got a news van. Called out people to actually buy.
How many cult leaders y'all see? All them niggas. What, remember Nasi Yusufel? Didn't that nigga got caught up in some motherfucking child fucking molested shit? See?
A studio showing people, you know, storefronts in New York City, in Harlem. Like, listen, we're going to, if you donate and give us the money, we'll get in there already.
I remember the storefront. They was talking about getting the storefront. I remember that. He showed the storefront and everything.
Already set up the deal to get the lease to the place. So we can have the studios and all these people can come and they can do this and we can put it at work. It's going to be dope. It's going to be fly. So people sending the money, sending the money, sending the money. And once again, no results. The same thing with Polite.
Like Umar Johnson with his motherfucking school. Just like what this motherfucking Kwame Brown gonna do with y'all niggas. With him talking about a goddamn school.
He promised the people, I have 100 acres of land. I have 100 acres of land. And, you know, this is going to be for the community. And the people are donating and receive nothing. And that was years ago. And we have the receipts. Just like the construction project that you showed.
Y'all remember that shit? The construction shit? That nigga just went up on a
just like
site. He went on a construction site and told people that it was his. He was doing the shit. But it was some nigga that followed him. And he went out there to see him. And did the shit like it was him doing it.
Construction project that you showed. This man has manipulating the people.
But you know what? Like I say on it, you hoe ass niggas out there sit there and support these niggas and watch their goddamn videos and all that bullshit. Liking they shit, subscribing to their motherfucking shit and everything. Just like you do this old nasty nigga that me and Negi used to fuck with. Y'all call yourself Hebrew Israelites and believe in the Torah and shit. That nigga ain't following none of that shit. Just like Saneter talking this black power shit. We got white Santa Claus on the gifts and shit. Celebrating that motherfucking shit. Tell y'all one thing and shit, but he got something else going on in his house. Just like this old nasty nigga. You having Christmas parties, Halloween. The nigga had the nerve to have a Halloween party and put skulls, not Santa Muerte, the motherfucking Cinco de Mayo skull fucking shit on some popsicle sticks and stuck it in all the food for the party. Had pork up in that motherfucking nigga, had shrimp, ham, all that shit at his house. And he supposed to be a goddamn rabbi or a high priest of the Torah. Fuck out of here, nigga, with that shit. And y'all niggas sit right over there kikiing with him, just like Romello whole ass and shit. And shit, I give you love over here, but what we see you do, nigga. You talk that shit, but we be seeing something else. You talk that shit, but we see something else.
People, he had the bookstores coming up.
A nigga sit here and argue with you all night with Sister Cherry and everybody else about the Bible and all this shit, but what we see you doing. I did the homosexual motherfucking video. No, I don't call it that shit. The gender dysphoria thing and shit. And you talked all that shit, that's nasty, and the Bible and all this bullshit. But what you doing? You over there playing with Judah Nasty, though. You over there playing with Judah Nasty. So how that look? You even talking about that shit, and you're sitting over there with one, motherfucker.
Went to Chicago, had the bookstore. People sending money. So it was a grand opening on a Monday, and it was a grand closing on a Friday. The store's no longer there.
Woo!
And this
y'all heard me say that shit the other day too about when I worked with the Do Easy tour with Lil Wayne and Mountain Dew. Where their whole goal was to build a skate park for the poor kids in Miami, Florida, and for the poor kids in motherfucking New Orleans, Louisiana, right? They built a cheap ass motherfucking skate park. Kids was pumped. We about to get a skate park. all this shit, right? They had the ribbon cuttings, the news, all the people from out of town was there reporting on the shit. And guess what happened? The next day, the shit never opened again. With no excuses. Look it up. Do Easy Tours, Skate Park, Louisiana. The shit was national news. We're all over the country. But the next day, the park never opened. And the whole campaign was for that. They even jipped me. I promoted that shit and I went all against my shit. Fucking with them niggas. But I was like, fuck it, the opportunity could come with it. I don't fuck with them niggas, but I'll ride this wave and shit with these niggas. Like, right? Niggas got me and shit. Promote all this shit. I supposed to be getting all this shit. Oh, nah, we didn't get the check. They didn't cut the check for us yet. And all this bullshit, nigga. No, nigga, I found out how y'all niggas work. Y'all get the bag. And then don't want to spend the bag to do the project. You do the bare minimum. They finesse multi-million dollars. I talked to the man that did it himself. The owner of the marketing company was plugged in with the same nigga I was talking about before that did the event with me with the nonprofit where he giving niggas the shirt to wear, taking a picture and taking the shirt off the nigga and going to the next nigga and taking more pictures to make it look like he got all these supporters. The same nigga that hooked me up with that motherfucker.
The perpetual behavior that these guys, in particular Saneter and Polite, because they are in cahoots with one another, and that's what we really should understand. That is the team duo. So the manipulation of the minds of the people must stop, and you are taking the grass. And I want to say something also.
Come on up in here, Cozy. You know I don't be fucking with these. You know I don't play with these niggas out here. Come on up in here, bro. I dropped the link. You don't believe it? Nigga, shit. Goddamn. What up, Bobby? Shamian? You bring your ass up in here, too. Saneter. I've been saying that shit about Saneter. And these niggas is around the nigga. And now to that nigga. So, like, I don't know. I don't know, nigga. I like Tarkin Beto. He cool. He's a good host. I said that shit at the beginning of the show. He a good host. He treated me fair. Ran all around my shit, but he did it nicely. He didn't run around my shit like an asshole. You know how niggas run around your shit and get disrespectful and act stupid and shit. Nah, he held himself together like a human being and shit. I fuck with him. I give him that much credit. What going on behind the scenes, I don't know. But Zach.
Attorney Malik Shabazz, and I'm not discrediting if he's an attorney, but I really don't know what his jurisdiction is. I don't.
Absolutely.
I don't know.
I will say he is an attorney. From my research, he is an attorney, but he has no credible cases that he have adjudicated or he has worked that we can say. He has many people that went to jail under his organization that he never represented. He got a guy in jail right now that on my other channel, The Throne, that we're talking to him from prison. That he believed that Malik set him up. And he got reason to believe it when you hear his story. But he's locked up now on a $200,000 bail bond. There's another guy that's under their organization also locked up on a $200,000 bond. But the point is that if you are in the Black Panther, there's a certain air of responsibility to the community that those members feel as though that they have. And so they actually addressed the situation that someone was being treated unfairly in the community. Ultimately, it led to them to get locked up. Malik left from
Absolutely. Absolutely. And
it's not the first time.
Right. Right. And my thing is that, people are acting stupid. Like, we don't have the right to question you know, or to get confirmation of who a person is and validate them. And you know, when you look at, you know, with the European is very wicked, but it's not all wicked. We must look at the good things as well. But anybody that represents their state or represents their sovereignty or their nation, your mayors, your presidents, your governors, etc., you always get to look at the man, his wife, his children, his family structure, etc. And they do that for a reason. They do that for a reason. It's numerous reasons, but one of the reasons is because they want to know how well can you deal with a woman on your side? How well can you deal with the children? How well can you handle the situation inside the home?
Right? But these niggas and shit, you see their wives and shit, they try to get as less time as possible. Because they don't want to get wrapped. Don't get me wrapped up in with that mess you dealing with. She take part of them checks though when the motherfucking YouTube checks come though. Take them motherfuckers.
Before you handle the situation outside the home. So these guys do not representation, and this is how. I'm not pointing a finger of who is an agent or not, but what I'm saying, this is how agents can infiltrate the society, infiltrate the organization, because you do not know exactly where they stand. Now, for me, I've always had my wives, my children, my home. I've always had my family. If you follow me, you'll easily be able to find out that Michelle Abdullah is Theodore E. Williams. And I'm not afraid to say that. You know, I'm not afraid of my past. I'm not afraid of my future. I am who I am, and I'm going to stand on that square. You know, so, yes, we must hold them accountable. You know, and then it's like, you know, the wickedness must really stop, you know, because even with, I would tell people, and this is not, you know, for people that can understand, let them understand. But I am bringing polite situations back up because
I think discussed. I don't think it ever been discussed this in depth with one who was there. You always have.
Yeah, there you go. I agree with y'all that when niggas that was there. But I've been talking about this shit. Exactly what y'all talking about.
Have like great videos, like Uncle Crack Pipe, great videos. Uncle Sir, great videos, and other people who made great videos. Looking at the narrative from what has been posted.
Fuck about Killer B, motherfucker. Get that goddamn light button.
And what people can detect. But you are actually one of the first ones who actually was right there that can give an account from experience.
I want to hear about Sankofa. I want to see if Sankofa get up out of this motherfucker and tell his experience. Because that nigga disappeared. I remember they did him dirty. They did some shit to him. What did they do to him? I think it was Red Pill and them that might have did that shit. Somebody did something to Sankofa. Damn, they did something because he was selling tickets for Broadway and shit out there, and they got at him about something. I forgot what it was. Somebody remember that? Let me know in the chat.
And you know what I mean? My experience is limited. You know what I'm saying? I've only dealt with them, maybe 2015 or 16 up, from hand to hand, face to face. But you from the beginning. So this is excellent, brother. Carry on.
Yes, sir. And I remember we was having a conversation with Polite, and remember the liberation is in the.
I don't know, Taharka, but niggas there. I did hear niggas say you related to that nigga. I don't know. I would like to hear an answer from your ass and shit. If you say you ain't, I just take it as that. I'll take it as that. But I got my eye on you, nigga.
Mine. So I was having a conversation, and you know the way that our women dress up. Not just saying that everybody would agree with how the Muslim uniform looks. But we was having a question about that. And I said, Polite, it's very interesting that you are talking about liberating the minds of the people, but this was a time when he was filming his wife, in particular Aminette, but he will always show her figure being one. He will always show her thighs.
Yup. He put that shit right in the camera. They be sitting there, they wear the skippiest shit they can.
her butt, you know, her breath on the camera, and this is how he was.
That other crispy looking one of those crispy ass wives and shit. She had a badass body. I couldn't stand her motherfucking voice, nigga. That shit, I'll fucking kill my motherfucking self, nigga, if I had to listen to that shit every day. Let me stop playing this shit.
Pulling people. What about, I would say, do you not think that's detrimental? Because they do that on BET all the time, and that's a problem in our community, which leads to so many different things. But this is the point I'm getting to. And then I asked them about, you know, polygyny. You know, we were talking about polygyny, and then I said, can people actually follow your method on what polygyny is? Do you think it will help, you know, the society and help the black man and woman to, you know, cultivate?
No, it would victimize them. It would victimize the women.
Love and trust between them, etc. And he was saying, yeah. And I was asking him, I said, do you believe in homosexuality? Is a bad thing? And he was saying, yeah. This is why I do it. I do it so I can counter homosexuality. That's why I show my wife. But then the brother came and did a video the next day after we had the conversation, and he said that his wives sleep together sexually. And I have the receipt. So this is not, you're not going to be able to sue me for libel because I have the documentation and the receipt.
God damn.
So I said, well, how can you push for your wives that literally have a relationship with one another? They're allowed to do that without you being there. You condone that, but then be against the LGBTQ movement.
Y'all see them shoes he wearing and shit? Those the same shoes motherfucking Kevin Samuels be wearing and shit. They be calling that nigga gay. So why they need to be calling this motherfucking polite nigga gay? All that manosphere and shit.
How can you do that? How is that possible? And it's on tape, and we have the receipt that this is what the man said. So I'm like, it's hypocrisy on every.
He said he don't care if Dr. York.
Of what this man does. And once again, the gatekeeper, as you say, and I'm going to call it the gatekeeper, that's exactly what it is.
Absolutely.
The gatekeeper will always protect his fighter. Will always, this is why people were saying, well, you're the dying king. Because what I started to see eventually was this is better than the WWE.
Yep.
It is, if you know the inside, it is scripted, like reality TV. It is literally, not literally, they roll out a script, but it's a procedure that you're going through. And when people like myself is like, I'm not trying to go through this procedure, you know, because this is, you're trying to make it like, I mean, the opposite, like, that's educate. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense. You know, we're going to use education, you know, entertainment-cation or whatever you want to.
Stole that shit from KRS-One with that edutainment shit.
I forgot exactly the quote. But I finally had seen past it and was like, this theatric is not to improve the people. This is why your Shaka atmospheres are not there.
Hey, brother.
This is why.
Bro, hold that thought. But I tried to explain to my friends behind the scenes that when I say I learned from Saneter, I'm not saying that Saneter taught me something that was beneficial to advance.
Dr. Amos, I think he was sincere with his shit. But I think that nigga was on some like some jailhouse like knowledge type bullshit. I don't know shit, but I think he was sincere when we were trying. I don't think that nigga was trying to start no cult or no shit like that. But y'all, I don't know if I know y'all don't know. I know maybe some of y'all niggas watching saw this shit. Back in the day on the old channel, this is when they first started live streaming. They had Shaka Amos on there, right? And Saneter thought the camera was off. And fucking Shaka Amos trumped the dog shit out of motherfucking Saneter. He's like, yo, what the fuck I told you, yo? What the fuck I gotta keep telling your ass for, nigga? Like, yo, he trumped the shit. And Saneter was like, yo, man, you always playing, yo. Yo, man, come on, man. Come on, man. You know how Saka almost used to do those interviews? Like sucking on that straw shit. He had that little drink, that nigga sucking on that straw. Like that nigga in the pen and shit. Trumping the niggas. Saneter jump. He said, yo, what the fuck I told you, yo? What the fuck I told you, nigga? Chump the dog shit out of that nigga live on air. He didn't know the camera was on. I seen it. There was a couple of times some crazy shit went down and shit when Saneter didn't know the camera was on and shit.
And the culture. I'm saying that
I'm about to get out of here in a second, y'all.
Saneter taught me how to see the tricks because I seen the tricks in him. And I understand the YouTube propaganda train as he presented it. I understand how he controls the narrative for bad. You know what I'm saying? And to be deceptive. So I use that in reverse or flip it and control the narrative for good, just like we're doing right now. Because in our lesson is that the wise will look out of the worst will find the means of good. And so what Saneter taught me is I can almost pinpoint his next move whenever he make it. This is why somebody say Saneter disrespect you and you don't say and you respect Saneter. No, I already know it's about to come because I know his moves. I know he think he's witty and he's triggering people.
Just like I say about Mr. Nasty. The shit easy. He keep running the same type playbook. He runs the same playbook over and over and over. They run the same playbook on people.
But in fact, he's not. We already done figured all of this stuff out. And I say all that to say this.
Like I'll be up on there, yo, watching what Judah Nazareth do. I'll be talking to somebody. I'll say, yo, watch what this nigga do when I do this video. Sure enough, here come that nigga. Sure enough. Just like that. Just like that. Clockwork. And then nigga be like, damn, nigga, you said that nigga was gonna do that shit. Cause I know, nigga, I know how that nigga move. And he ain't got no other plays. It's like playing Tecmo Bowl and shit, motherfucker. You ain't got that many goddamn plays, nigga. Shit ain't mad at motherfucking Tecmo Bowl. Boy. How many plays you had in Tecmo Bowl? Like 4 or 6 of them motherfuckers or some shit.
Saneter has an elementary game. And
see? Say the same shit I say, yo.
As you said earlier, and I'm glad that you said it, you said something to the effect that we supported Saneter, but we wasn't fans of Saneter. And he get it mixed up that when someone lends support, lend their talents, lend their ability because they like you or they like what they perceive you to be doing, that don't mean that they're fans and cheering you on. Because that same person will check you. And I tell you,
he ain't lying. What y'all saw me do with Tour Nights. All them goddamn thousands of dollars in website fucking work. I donated to the group for nothing. Whole bunch of other people did a whole lot of shit. There was a nigga that was gonna give Judah Nazareth $2,000. No, fucking $2 million. This dude was getting some multi-million-dollar lawsuit. I ain't gonna say his name. He told me not to tell nobody and shit. I ain't gonna say his name. Right? Tour Nights know who he is. Getting a multi-million-dollar lawsuit, and he saw my shit. He was like, damn, nigga, you broke this shit down. He said, I'm about to give this nigga $2 million to start a school. You think Judah Nazareth start some goddamn school? Shit. How are you gonna start a school?
One of the things that opened my eyes, and to this day I'm not sure what happened, is when, man, I thought him and Sutek was Batman and Robin, so to say.
Those niggas are Harlem hustlers. A lot of them niggas are smoking crack.
Sutek was...
I bet you on that shit. Actually, somebody came out and said Saneter was crackhead and shit, and doing some crazy shit.
Amazing host when they came on the scene, and I think Sutek was one of the most upright, outstanding host of Black News 102 for a minute. And the second one was Brother Smalls, not James Smalls, but the other one. You know what I'm saying? But when I seen Herman Smalls, but when I seen Sue Tech just seemed to disappear, I was like, something not right, because his energy is genuine and good energy. Saneter energy is
They was all down with the hustle, until Saneter was taking all the money for himself.
You never know from day to day. So, yeah, bro.
Absolutely. In fact, everyone besides Saneter and Polite was genuine people. Saneter and Polite became the manipulators and puppeteers, and that's why, even though you may see a person from back then, come through every once in a while, and they try to embrace and reach, and throw some knowledge out there to the people and just leave, and that is, what the so-called house of consciousness is. It's really the house of con. He tried to make us, really distort our image, and we knew we had to really separate, because it was so much wickedness and coolness that he wants. He will give the illusion that he does not want drama, but that's what he's plotting all the time to have. That's what he knows. People like this and self. It's exactly what the enemy does through his television. He shows the worst of people because the people like that. Reality TV, people like that. People don't like to really see so-called reality TV, because if they did, it's not going to look the same. We'll be disciplined men. We'll have disciplined women. Yep. We'll actually create a situation where there's more love going on than hate. Yep. But he's created more hate than he did love. And this is how we know that, Saneter TV and Black News 102 is a place where, if you're not getting, your John Henry Clark and all of that anymore, it's only like the Real Housewives, and we need to stay away from that, because he is the gatekeeper. And give me a second, because I know it's something I want to put out.
No, I'm gonna leave that out there. I'm gonna leave it right there. Y'all go check out the rest of the video. It's still like another. I didn't even show y'all half the video. Y'all go check this out. I'll be doing some follow-up shit with this bullshit. I'm gonna see if I can try to get them up on it. I should have hit them up. Nah, I know it was late. We're making them trying to be up all night. But shit. So y'all hit that goddamn like button. Yup, Sean Yam, y'all about the chaos. Abner. The motherfucker, I don't know Shabby Yam. I put Shabby Yam on y'all niggas and shit. That niggas will stay on your shit. That nigga got a zillion accounts. Nigga. Stay in your motherfucking chat, fucking you up. You're like, God damn, nigga. Oh, yeah, let me put this back up while I close out this shit. I don't know if anybody will come up on here. Let me put this shit back up. I know them niggas watching. I'm saying, I ain't turn up the heat, nigga. I can turn up the heat. Nigga. I turn up the heat and be like, ooh. I'll see that. Let me put this shit so y'all can see. Black power. And y'all know, some of y'all don't believe it, but yes, Khalid Muhammad was a cult leader piece of shit motherfucker too. All right, y'all. I'm about to get up out of here. Y'all see it. Dr. Salik Kwan. That's my Saneter. Dr. Salik Kwan. Doctor. Saneter. Where the fuck you get your doctorate from? Shit, my boy had a Polaroid, my nigga. My boy had a Polaroid with these motherfuckers, nigga. That's how close to home I am, nigga. Ah, damn, good God Almighty. Wish Rider General does it again. You know what I'm saying? I hope Tark and Bay and them niggas, they present that shit too and ask Saneter where he get his doctorate. I'm gonna bring my old boy up on here and shit. That I got the picture from. Let's see if I can get him up. Yeah, we cool. Shout out to Chocolate City News. Bringing that heat, goddamn. I be making them niggas mad up in this motherfucking group. He be letting me rock, though, so that's how I'm fucking with him all day. He be letting me rock. That's the niggas out there, niggas. Shit. Fuck you, niggas. Niggas ain't shit. But yeah, y'all, I'm getting up out of here. I'm killing me the goddamn motherfucking Witch Finder General. You got a witch. I'm burning their motherfucking ass up every goddamn time. Hit that goddamn like button. Hit that motherfucking subscribe button. Don't forget the goddamn notification bell. Y'all niggas want to send me a donation, I'll put your goddamn YouTube channel, your name, whatever you want me to put up on the list, and I will put your name or shout you out on every video that I do from here on out. So I think I forgot my last video. My bad, yo, if I forgot the last video. I think I did. That was the first one I fucked up. I'm sure there might be a couple more. But most part, if I don't say it, nigga, y'all niggas tell me in the chat, yo, nigga, shout my shit out, nigga. I sent you 50 cents. I sent you 50 cents, nigga. Shout my motherfucking name. So with that, yo, I'm getting up out of here. Like I said, I'm the Witch Finder General. I find a witch and then I burn their motherfucking asses up. Shout out to all y'all that was up in here tonight. Shout out to the Cozy, Abnel Shamian, Myron Edwards, Negi, Cherry Love, Fabian Valin. Who else we had up in here? We had some James Clark. No one was ill. My internet only failed like once tonight. That's what it was. What else we had up? I thought there was somebody else in there. But anyway, I'm about this bitch. Y'all see that shit on the screen. Go ask Saneter where he get his fucking doctorate. Shit, stop lying to the motherfucking people. I'm the Witch Finder General. Peace.